Welcome back. We are the Unreliable Narrators. Yes, we added an S to the end of our name, so we are now plural, the Unreliable Narrators. That happened in the intervening time, but don't worry about it too much. Anyway, we're back for episode 3 of Dungeon World with everybody here, and but we've had a week off since the last game, so. To start off with, let's go around. Everyone then introduce yourselves at the table here.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I'm also Indrad the Fleet at the hockey pool.
The hockey pool.
Is that where he hangs out?
The hockey pool is his social media. Yeah.
They can read.
Sure.
No.
Sure. It's like that's your whole character name. I am Indrad the Fleet at the hockey pool. That is my.
He sits around the hockey pool as Indrad.
It's an in-game location. The hockey pool.
It's a pool where they.
All right, moving forward.
Hi, I'm Ash at moonclad_Ash, and I'm playing Bunny. I'm a druid.
I am Joseph Limbaugh. I am the game master here of Dungeon World, and I'm at Overdroid on Instagram and Twitter and whatnot.
I'm Jill. I play Hillcrest the Thief.
And Demon.
Probably just demon offspring, not actually demon.
Demon adjacent.
For now.
There's lots of demon in you. Mark of the demon.
At Silly Jilly Marie.
All right, I'm Mike. I'm not a demon. Twitter's Mike Villeneuve. I'm playing Jorad Dawnseeker, the paladin of Galbraith, the god of smithing and industry.
You're the god?
And self-toil. I forgot.
No, he worships Galbraith.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Smith is strange.
I know that.
It's a hard word.
Yeah, the god of selfless toil.
Selfless toil.
And
That's
smithery.
Right. Oh wow, that's real. It's not just Smith. It's like selfless.
Selfless toil, not selfish toil.
Yeah.
Cool, and we're here at QueueTimes, and I just want to say thanks again to them for letting us do this. It's so awesome. Yay, QueueTimes! I guess we're doing it still.
It's very similar to like in sign language. This is applause.
Right.
So it's.
I wonder if this means something in sign language.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure it's
Shoot, I'm unarmed.
really inappropriate.
It might not be.
It means raise the roof.
Great. So, so let's just do kind of a quick recap of what's happened so far. Anybody can chime in. But yeah, anything you remember happening to your character or in general. Everybody is basically trying to stop this cabal of demons.
Right, we've banished 3 of them thus far, we think. And we believe there are 6 in total from the lore we've learned.
Or 7.
I'm not a demon!
Oh, this, yeah. There's 6 from the Cabal, one that was just in the party.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
This is what we're learning.
The thief has a demonic mark because she pledged herself to one of the demons.
Also, multiple people have told her that she's a demon.
Yeah, and she was left as a baby at the temple of Galbraith to basically see, you deal with this, sort of a thing. So
yes, going along, Jorad did some sleuthing and found out that yes, Hillcrest was left as a baby in one of the bigger temples of Galbraith.
I thought it was in Gloomridge. No?
Yeah, it was the temple in Gloomridge.
In Gloomridge, yes.
Yeah.
But then as Hillcrest grew up, she ran away.
But I'd like to point out that in our entire time in Gloomridge, I never mentioned that I knew the place.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, you probably have bad memories.
And I didn't. I just.
You also said you didn't really remember anything except for water when you were
that was my first memory. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, does your character remember Gloomridge? I guess we don't know.
Yeah.
That's an interesting.
It's
an interesting data point.
Mm-hmm.
She also has an Uncle Ted somewhere.
Yeah.
Who is also a demon.
Yeah. They called him Horny Ted, and it wasn't because he was horny.
That's inappropriate.
I'm sorry.
Totally wrong.
He had horns.
Wow. Did you see him? Oh, I guess you did.
We also did fun things. In our last quest, we pulled a wonderful job.
An Ocean's 8 or an Ocean's 3.
An Ocean's 2, really. Yeah. Unless you count the mice, then it was like an Ocean's 200.
Yeah. Or 2.5 because they're tiny.
Wouldn't it be like a Hillcrests too?
Or Adrielle's, because it was about her.
Well, we
did it.
She
didn't really help.
Banyan. But we got some fancy jewelry, and you got some new clothes from the coin that we rightfully got.
But we still have lots of coin that we're gonna buy lots of magical items with, right?
Yeah.
Just do some magical items.
I love how
No
nobody
magical
really
item store here.
stole any money.
You should have a magical item by now. I am
We
somewhat
didn't
remiss.
steal it. We never.
I do
stole
feel like
money.
you should have
We
something at
conned
this
it.
point, but
Yeah, we conned
The
yeah.
money was given.
We conned
yeah.
it.
I do
We
have a
did.
talisman for protection against demons
Oh, that's
from
true.
the wizards because
do,
I
yes.
did get their 500 gold pieces back from the king's wizard who
Oh, I want to test
had
that out
gone
for sure.
crazy and then
Just punch
died.
him.
I'm hiding my scar that's not really visible.
It's
my new
so
necklace.
visible behind that.
We can still
Alright,
see
we
it.
can all
It's
see
still
it.
there.
I have the hammer of Galbraith.
Right.
With-
Oh, that's right. You do have the
Yes.
one of the relics of
Yes.
the god
It's not the
Galbraith.
full hammer, but it's got a fragment of the hammer within it.
Yes. The
Yes.
original hammer was shattered when he banished these demons from this world. So
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you got an amulet, you got a hammer, you got a scar. Like I want a thing.
well, we'll see what happens this week. Will Banyan get a thing?
That's the name of today's episode.
Oh, what's happening?
Will Banyan get a thing is the name of today's episode.
Mr. Game Master, what happened to Adriel?
Oh well, I mean, she's kind of. I think her and Filion are kind of having some personal time.
Will we find out in game?
I think we can only find out if Helen is here. Yeah, so we'll find out next episode, I guess, when she's back.
So Adriel's in a retreat in Ojai.
Something
Right.
like that.
Something.
The this world equivalent of that.
Yeah.
So, sure.
Not that it's any of your business, but she's dealing with her own boyfriend issues.
And her mother's in town.
Yeah.
So it's probably more the mother and not the
That's
boyfriend.
the real life thing.
So, is that everything? Anything else happen last week or last episode that we wanted to talk about?
Jorad is a little bit perturbed by the con artistry that went on, but technically they were giving it to them fair and square. You guys did a service, so he may be a little, I don't know, at odds with the immorality of it, but nothing really was.
It wasn't really immoral.
It wasn't really immoral. I mean,
Yeah, it turned out to be the most banal and delightful heist ever.
it's like the most legal heist.
Yes.
ever.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
Let's not steal anything.
Yeah. Although you did trick them into thinking their house was infested with rats. Which
Their
it was
house
not.
was infested with mice.
That you put there.
That you put there.
We didn't put them there. We
You
invited them.
in.
And
You got the cats
And you
out of the
fed
way.
them too, so even the mice came out of it with.
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
We fed a lot of villagers
Yeah.
too,
yeah.
and
Okay.
we have a lot of food.
You kind of Robin Hooded a bit.
Mhm.
You Robin Hooded them a bit.
That's what you can call me, Hillcrest Hood,
yeah,
the
demon.
non-demon.
Hood,
The demon.
Hood Crest, the non-demon.
That's right. Oh, they should follow us now. The whole Unreliable Narrators has a Twitter.
Oh, we do? Oh, great.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
We
Yes.
could put that in the first one, or as maybe a graphic. I don't know, but yeah.
Okay.
So Unreliable Narrators. We have. Is it the Unreliable Narrators?
I believe so, but
We should find that out. We'll find that out.
By next week, we will let you
Tune in
know what
next
our
week,
official
find out.
Twitter is.
because you couldn't
No, it
make it the
was-
singular.
right, it was plural. But I'm wondering if
You know,
the
it's in. It'll be in the chat when this goes on.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, because we'll be in the chat.
yeah, and also Nightbot or someone will put it. QueueTimes will put it in the chat right now. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it's in the info box.
Wow,
How do you know that?
technology.
It's like
Can you see down there?
It's like you're traveling forward in time.
Yeah, that's the great thing
So
about
do-
pre-taping because you can just be like, yeah, it's in the info box, guys.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Next on the list.
Cool. So last week you defeated Tolmaroth the Wise, who had become like a mind virus in words themselves, like had taken over books and words. So all books in this city are now destroyed because of this infection. And you don't know if it's spread beyond, but yeah, some of the knowledge of this world has been destroyed. In fact, a great deal of the knowledge, because the city of Gloomridge had one of the biggest libraries. So
would
that
you-
is a loss. That
Is this
a
the
loss.
equivalent of burning down the Library of Alexandria or something like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah, because this is kind of where the Library of Alexandria of this world is.
That was
Yeah.
ruined before we burned it down. I just want to point out,
Yeah.
you open a book and the words weren't
Words
there.
were- yeah, that's true enough.
So
Yeah.
we burned a demon. The demon ruined the library. So you see, that's the.
True.
Yeah, and I'm sure there was no outcome you could have found that would have kept those books.
I am also very sure of that.
Adriel decided to just burn it.
Yeah, it was. The
Yep.
decision was made.
She made a call. It was
did.
She
maybe a
made
bad
a call
call, but
entirely by herself.
Very, very-
No one motivated it. It was,
no one supported her. She was on her own. The rest of us were like, no.
I was so shocked.
Because druids do not have any agenda in that direction.
Yeah, no one here gets a bonus if they destroy civilization.
Yeah.
So
You know what? It's not my fault you keep an entire building of flammable dry pee, but
that's true. Good. So, what is everybody doing? We have a little bit of downtime here. So, what is everybody doing like after this?
shopping, obviously, for magical
Shopping.
items.
Okay, you can't buy magical items other than like maybe healing potions.
I
But
bought
yeah.
this thing.
Well, I will up my my poultices and herbs because I've used it twice, so I have to refill it.
Okay, so we'll say 50 coins per refill.
Alright, so we just split that evenly just between the two of us, right? That
Yeah.
was the
Yeah.
So no one else is getting any
Because
treasure.
you took a vow of poverty and you've got your own coin that you're not willing
Right.
to share.
Adriel's
so
not around.
yeah, right, that worked out fine.
So okay, so
Let's
you have
just get a rich
1,200.
boyfriend now.
You each have you're splitting 1,700, so that's like what 850 each.
Hmm?
Yeah. So for every refilling of a poultice is like 50. So you're supposed to use by 50. Okay. What else? What else do you want? And this is not official Dungeon World coinage because official Dungeon World coinage is it's like less than this, but I'm kind of skewing it more towards Dungeons and Dragons than Dungeon World. So
Are we getting ripped off?
no, because you would never get 1,700 coins in
Oh, I see.
official Dungeon World. That's a lot of coins. You get like 100 coins.
We're also in very expensive gentrified real estate.
That's
So-
true. Yeah, so
Hey,
everything's
man.
more
It's
expensive
the
here.
city.
I said it and he didn't say no, so on him.
Exactly.
That's
What?
true.
Are you?
That's true. It's the NPC that no one at this table controls made that decision. So
And all the other NPCs are raising the prices.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
right, so I'd also like to buy some daggers.
All right. Like throwing daggers.
I would like to buy one throwing like a dagger like that you actually cut people with.
Just a regular dagger.
Right, and an athame.
Okay, so those will be 20 coins each. Now tell me what you mean by an athame.
So an athame is a ceremonial bleed
Uh-huh.
that's not used for cutting people, it's used for cutting elemental things in the air and opening circles and stuff, and so it's got a very specific, at least in my specific line of druidry, it has to be made of specific materials. Generally the handle is black or bone, and the blade itself, there's got to be like silver in there.
Okay, that's going to be more. That's going to be like 150 coins.
Right.
Because it has to be
But
prepared.
it's,
Yeah.
it's
Very special. Yeah.
right.
You can use it for performing rituals, druidic rituals. Yeah.
Wait, there's a druid shop in this city? Is that?
Well, this is a big city. This
Okay.
is probably the biggest city
Yeah.
in this world. So yeah, you can
Are
find
you being
people.
judgmental?
I'm just saying.
You can
wondering
definitely find a craftsman who will make that dagger for you.
there you
What kind of druid would open a shop in a city? That's what I'm wondering. There can't be a good druid.
I don't know if the druid owns the shop so much as perhaps druids visit and they're
Yeah.
like, I've got nowhere to buy athames.
And the
they're
enterprising blacksmith was like, you know what? There's a market for this.
And they didn't put up a sign, they just put up like a little a carving of Green Man, the Green Man face. And we just see it and we're like, oh that blacksmith, he knows what's up.
Okay, so the athame would be 150, and the dagger will be 20. What else do people want to buy? Anything?
I don't have money, but
Gerard,
your
I will help you out.
no,
your
no.
temple will refill your basic supplies. Like if you have food or anything that you need, rations, they'll just
I was simply looking for a shield. Now that I don't have my glaive anymore,
You can
my
get you a
other
new
arm
glaive.
my other arm is free.
You should buy a shield and then drop it in front of him and go,
And-
oh,
and I'll
the
just get a
gods have
shield.
provided
Yeah,
something."
they'll give you a shield. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So that adds 1 to your armor since you have a shield.
Right.
FYI. So increase your armor by 1. Yeah.
So his temple provided that?
Yeah, it's not a fancy shield, but it'll do.
Maybe buy him a fancy shield. All your money. literally took.
Kind of feel like I wouldn't buy anything and just steal it.
That won't cause problems. What do you want to steal?
It says, what is this? Ragged bow? Am I saying it right? Ragged? Bow?
You have a ragged bow?
Wait,
Yeah,
I
it's just
could.
an old ragged bow, yeah.
Oh.
You could get a better bow.
Oh, so that's a descriptor, not like a fancy name.
Yes, I didn't know.
Yeah,
This is my
it's
bow,
yeah.
ragged.
Yeah, it's just you have the lowest quality bow possible. You can get a better
I want
bow.
a nice bow.
All right. There's a fine bow, and then there's a hunter's bow, which is even better.
Ooh. I'll get a hunter's bow. Does it come with arrows?
No, it doesn't come with arrows.
I have to get those separately?
Yeah.
They should be included at least like
Seriously.
the first 5 or something.
Yeah. This is ridiculous.
Are you haggling with the guy? Like, what? You're not
No.
throwing in any
Listen,
arrows?
Here's the thing.
Do I get bowstrings?
All right. I will.
You do get bowstrings. You definitely get bowstrings.
I
And
will-
no arrows.
I will buy the expensive bow, but while he's ringing up the purchase without, I don't know how he does it, I'm going to steal 10 bows.
Oh, you're gonna wait. 10
arrows.
bows?
Arrows.
You get 10 more bows.
Well, arrows.
Okay, so make a roll using your dexterity.
Do you want help?
Already getting into trouble, and we haven't even gotten to the adventure.
Is that a move or a?
Help,
or just a roll?
Chris, do you want help?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to turn into like a mutt, like a dog, like a ratty little mutt dog, and just start running around the store
Well,
and knocking things over.
or what if, while his bag's turned, I
Here-
put it in
what-
your mouth and you just run out?
Well, she already decided what was going to happen, so go ahead and make
Okay.
the roll. You didn't
All right.
really have a plan for this. It's just kind of
Am I rolling?
impromptu. Well, she's going to roll first. This is for turning into a mutt.
I'm a mutt.
Oh.
Wait, hold on.
This means I get to cause you trouble, basically.
Oh, it's fine.
It does.
So 5.
All right, so
These dice are out.
so you turn into a mutt, but
Oh, that's
you
much better. I got a
yeah, it's
13.
not that's not the roll though. You turn into a mutt, but you kind of lose control of yourself, and
She beat
and you like grab food from him, and you run out to the street, and he chases you and starts hitting you with a stick, and you turn back into yourself, and he realizes that he's been tricked, and you are both taken to prison,
But I don't get to
and you have no,
What?
yeah,
because I
that's-
have really good stuff.
I know, but because of her help, you failed. And
I
so
feel like
you're.
it should just affect me. I apologize.
Yeah, it's true. Only you end up in jail, but you're gonna have to spend 300 gold to get her out.
Nah, I'll just turn into a mouse.
Yeah, all of your gold is taken.
That's fine. I can still be a mouse.
All right.
Well, the jail is magic, so you can't turn into an animal.
And they took my gold.
Yeah.
Alright, today's quest is getting that back.
Who cares about these demons?
Let me just
let's
thought about that quest.
let's just let's just have like this. Let's get back at this town for not letting me steal from it.
Yeah. Okay. So I have my fancy
All right.
bow
Yes.
that I did buy.
Yeah, that was 200 gold.
Okay. And
I'm not feeling
did
sorry
I
for them at
steal
all.
a bunch of arrows?
You got arrows, sure. Yeah,
Okay.
all your arrows are refilled. So that like whatever the ammunition, like if you've checked off any ammunition, it's all filled up.
Ammo. Okie doke. All filled up.
So well, no, I mean you erase it because you know what I mean. You fill them in when you use the ammo, so you're going to erase the little boxes because all of your ammo is available.
Wait, I still get a hold that I never used.
Yeah, but you rolled it. It doesn't really matter.
But then I spend another 200 to get her out.
Yes.
The sulking elf.
All right.
Justice.
All right. Done and done.
All right. I'm going to go to the armory and requisition a shield be made with the hammer of Galbraith on it for my good friend the paladin.
Oh, so you're getting like a fancy shield.
A fancy shield. for him.
Fancy.
All right.
I figure if it has the hammer of Galbraith on it, he won't be able to refuse it.
All right. 50 coins for that.
Coins.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see if I can improve my staff at all.
And what kind of armor do you have?
It says scale.
I mean,
Scale armor, which is 2.
if you really wanted to throw some money at him, you could get him plate mail. because the shield is not going to really have any mechanical effect. Plate mail though is going to be 700 coins.
I mean, how long do we have to stay here for that to be made?
They have the pieces. They can, they can put it
Just
together.
run
for
it
you.
through the bandsaw.
Right.
Yeah, they have like a really powerful sewing machine.
Yeah.
And there's like a dig, 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 and it just
Okay.
No, they can.
Sewing machine? That's a fascinating piece of equipment.
Yeah.
I think I have to go get him and bring him to the shop, and because they're going to have to fit it to him. Will you accept this, Gerard?
I am in the castle with the newly promoted deacon, right?
It's the same deacon.
No, but I remember
thought he committed
the dude
suicide.
that I caught in the.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
He
The
hung
Archbishop.
himself, or he jumped out of the window,
Yeah.
didn't he?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I think the
So he-
Archbishop jumped out the window and the deacon was promoted to the Archbishop.
Or is he acting archbishop or something?
No, he's probably just the new archbishop. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
I mean, when it would have come to my turn, I would be with him, kind of discussing the events and kind of telling him, wanting to make a report to him of what it was, and maybe discussing Hillcrest. That's what I was going to be
Just
doing.
about how you have a crush on her. Maybe.
all right.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you wanted to ask him or talk about? Because these outstanding demons are still outstanding, and they're
Right.
Outstanding in
At
their
this
field.
at this point, you don't have a lead for where the next one might be. or
Right.
anything,
Yeah. So I was gonna kind of have to discuss if he knew more about her history. I mean, I understand that part of me joining this group was to kind of keep an eye on her,
Mhm.
and it's I guess a meta quest or something. But right now, I mean, we're at a dead end, but she does seem to be very accepting of this demon, despite her denials that she's
You're not
accepting.
there.
it.
You're not there.
I feel like you could create a new bond with her that it's like, I suspect Hillcrest is a demon, and I will guide her or destroy her as needs be. Something like that. Like I feel like that's
so instead of
it's a
no
new bond.
incriminating detail, I could kind of.
yeah. I mean,
on
you could
it.
specify it a bit more,
Yeah,
or
okay.
that might also even be resolved because I mean, I feel like you know what that detail is possibly, and so now the bond is changed into I suspect her of being a demon. Like we know what the incriminating detail is.
Okay.
That she
Oh,
has
right.
demonic blood.
Don't we all have some part of her past? In our
Anyway, and the other reason why I'm in this
I don't-
conference with him is so he doesn't find me.
I mean, I'm sure like your great grandfather chopped down a tree.
All right.
I should mention.
It's not that puzzling to me to know where Gerard is. He's in the temple. I know he's in the temple.
You know what you could do is buy the armor and then donate it to the temple. And they will give it to him.
That's what I will do. For 700?
Yeah.
Right, so
Can't find him.
So yeah, you no longer have scale mail, now you have plate mail. That will also increase your armor by 1. So your armor should at this point be 4, because it should be 3
I
plus
don't
the
want to
shield.
accept it though.
You don't want to accept
oh my
it?
gosh.
I don't want to accept.
It's from the temple. You kind of have to.
Oh
It's the
yes.
temple.
Okay.
It's not from.
It's got the hammer of
it's-
Galbraith
Yeah.
pounded into the
Like
breastplate.
this was just donated. They don't really give you details, but this was and so.
Oh, and I don't know who it's from. Then.
Right, you don't
Oh,
know who
yeah,
it's from.
oh,
Yeah,
oh,
it's
oh,
from the temple. Yeah.
Your Archbishop, I gladly accept this. I thought they were.
Yeah.
okay.
I
I mean,
notice in the chest plate,
the
the hammer
dangers-
of Galbraith is pounded into the chest plate in bas relief.
and the shield, then the fancy shield too, right?
Yeah, and a fancy shield. Yeah,
Hammer of Galbraith on it as well.
yeah. You're all
Alright.
Galbraithed out now.
I'm Galbraith out. All right.
It's hammer time.
I'm gonna get a haircut.
Can we find these
and a manicure and a manicure.
All right, you know what? I'm
I
gonna
want to
go
improve
find.
my staff. Can I be good back at the armory?
Good. So do you marked off the money there?
Yes.
On the sheet.
It's
Good.
gone
Good.
down to 450.
Okay. Great. Great.
I want to find these demons so I can
Wait.
prove
450.
I'm
You
not-
only had 1200.
Right. So it was 700 plus 50, right?
Yeah, first.
So that would be Okay. That makes sense.
I can do math.
He went,
guess I
He went
can't.
to school.
I guess I can't do
I
that.
can see why he doubts you.
I can understand that too.
No, Andrew, you're very smart. I know you do coding, and in fact, I want to talk to you later today about. Anyway, that's not important. So let's just finish this up. So then you're talking to the archbishop, the new archbishop, who's like I'm the archbishop now.
Well, I suppose I guess my next step would be to go to either the gates to the city or the temple. I mean, at the market or something, wherever the people from outside the city go. wherever the city interfaces with the outside, so I can kind of glean the rumors and the hearsay to try to get a clue of where, if there's any strange happenings elsewhere.
Well, I mean, all of the records have been destroyed because of the demonic.
Well, I mean, from
influence.
people. Oh, right.
I mean, there might be things that people remember. You could also go to your. I mean, I know your temple burned down as well in your hometown, but it was an important like pilgrimage spot. Like we don't even have a part of the hammer of Galbraith here. Like it was like the temple. That temple, your home temple, was known for being like an important.
Is that out of the way here, or?
It's a bit of a trek, but yeah, probably not something you would just pop out and do by yourself. Like you might want to take the rest of the group with you.
Of course.
But they like even though your temple got burnt down, there might be some records left there. There might be some more information there that you don't have here. Okay. So yeah.
But then the other thing is, and it's not just about Hillcrest. Is now I want to try to get a sense of if there's any weird activity happening outside the city in a different town, so that maybe that can give us a clue where the demons are making the remaining demons are making their presence. So that's why I wanted to go to like the marketplace or the city gates or like the trading docks or something like that.
The Archbishop basically says, I have communed with Galbraith and I have been given some information, which is that the remaining demons are in hiding and they are now attempting to more subtly push their plans forward because of your success at defeating them.
They're going to be more underhanded.
Yes.
If they had hands.
No, I was just thinking, I felt like they were very underhanded to begin with.
I mean, they are called the Talons of Stygia, so...
Are they?
They're under-taloned.
Stygia.
Yeah, I have that written down.
The Talons of Stygia
So
is
it really
the name of them. So their
Good
name.
memory.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. Well, I'm gonna go walk out and strut my stuff.
you got your new armor.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah.
I'm really happy because my temple was really proud of me, and they gave me a new shield and a new gleaming armor. I mean, that's really awesome of them to commission this stuff as a reward.
You're looking good, Gerard.
I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet.
Oh.
Okay, who else wants to do
I would
something?
like to improve my staff if I can. Is there any better staff that I can purchase with my
You have to go through
funds?
HR.
Good one.
I mean,
Unless it's just a staff.
kind of, yeah, unless you find like a magical
Unless-
staff, you know?
Or unless you actually take the
Yes.
time to make your own staff,
I don't feel like we have a lot of time.
like a real wizard.
I'm a real
Wow.
wizard.
Yeah, if you're a real wizard, then I'm a demon.
Nothing.
Just
I
see.
don't like any of these staffs I've seen. They're the same as mine. They're just wood and rotted.
Make a spout lore. Just roll an intelligence roll. Let's see what we can do here.
That's an 8.
All right. Yes, you can create a better staff that will give you a bonus to your spell casting.
I need that.
But you're going to have to get certain components before you can do it.
What lore do I know I need?
You're going to need some chimera blood
Ooh. Oh, easy to find.
and a phoenix feather and some part of a dragon. Could just be a dragon scale, but you'll need some part of a dragon.
I'm not gonna help you.
Why not?
You need a dragon spleen.
Could be a spleen. Could be really any part of the dragon. They're all magical, so.
I feel it will be a while before I acquire these things.
Ooh, a dragon bladder. Mm.
It's a dragon urethra.
Ooh.
Why?
Ooh.
Do they have cloaca?
Yeah,
Right.
they do. They do.
Cloaca.
They have a
got
cloaca,
cloacas,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Waka waka.
They do.
I didn't like this conversation.
No.
Dragon biology is
Yeah.
Intense.
gross. All right, so you all kind of get together, I'm assuming, and you're at an inn now, kind of talking about what's transpired
Is
and what
there
your
a
next
river
steps
in
are.
this town?
There is a river, yeah.
Okay, I would like to go to the river, please, and call upon an elemental spirit.
All right. how does that work exactly? Like, what is that's a new ability? So just
are you gonna do?
for our edification,
Like,
No.
let us know what's going on.
In her eye.
She's about to destroy the entire town. But
Can we just leave this town? I'm ready
No,
to go.
it's for helping.
Yes, just like the dog was for helping.
No,
How'd that work out?
Smart.
All right.
when you call on the primal spirits of fire, water, earth, or air to perform a task, you roll plus wisdom, and for 10 or more you get 2. For 7 and 9 you choose 1, and for 6 or less things go terribly wrong, but I still get to do what I wanted to do. But I'm fine. It's actually I cause a catastrophe, like a natural catastrophe, but I still get what I want.
Great.
I want to see this.
I foresee no issue with
I don't
any
think
of
you
this.
still get what you want. I think.
It says, the effect you desire comes to pass, you are unharmed, you retain control, but a catastrophe results.
Oh, bro. Roll the orange dice.
Exactly. So I shall say, should I roll first or should I tell you what I'm trying to do?
Tell me what you're trying to do. Yeah.
So what I'm trying to do is I've put my hand into the river and my eyes kind of go white, and basically I want to commune with water because it's in the ground, it's all around, it's everywhere, and I want to feel spots of evil that could potentially be, similar to the feelings I've gotten from these demons.
All right. Great. Yeah. Sure.
Let's hope I roll well. I mean, either way it'll be successful, so.
Fantastic.
Ash has rolled a 2.
I'm taking these die away from you as well.
All right. This is what's going down.
Literally the worst possible roll.
Yeah.
Oh, but it still works. So that's all
Yeah.
that
All that matters.
So you
I didn't care about this town.
you feel the powerful rushing of the river. You feel the powerful rushing of the river, and you feel that the river is connected to the sea. And then the huge waterways that are the sea, and you also feel like every tributary that feeds into this river, and all of the the sources in the mountains where those tributaries come from, and like a network of veins, and you can just a vast connection to the water everywhere, and that water going those tributaries connecting to waterfalls deep beneath the earth, and underground there's vast reservoirs of water and things that are never seen by sunlight, and you have this image. It's overwhelming, this connection to the water everywhere. It's way more than you wanted to have. Like it's like completely overwhelming you. And there, deep beneath the earth, you see that there is a place underground, far below the world, where there is another demon, and you hear the name Dorzanath, the Buried, and these white eyes open and look, and they see you. And you can feel like the shockwave passing through all of the water everywhere. And you see surrounding these eyes, there is a bunch of small people who appear to be wielding axes. And you only see for a moment like torment and pain and perpetual horror. And then you open your eyes. This river is flooding. It is flooding horribly. And you know that it is going to overwhelm this entire city and might destroy it. You know that this wave is coming. You have maybe 20 minutes to let people know before the flood comes.
When I turn into animals, can I still talk? I can't.
You
We
can't.
said we can't.
Oh,
Yeah, you can't talk.
Am I around so I can suggest something to her?
Well, wherever you are, I'm assuming because we did say you were in a tavern with the other ones.
Yeah, never mind.
You feel like a sharp pain in the scar, and you know that something bad is happening, and you kind of know that it has to do with her, and she's somewhere nearby.
Guys,
So.
I'm not gonna tell you how. I just have this feeling that something bad's gonna happen, and Banyan's not here. So, let's.
Bonyin, you mean?
Bonyin.
Bonyin.
I lift up her jewelry to look at the scar.
You do have a crush on her.
You gotta ask before you do something like that. You can't just reach in a woman's bosom.
Bosom.
What do I?
It doesn't
Spell.
seem different.
Okay.
But with kind of your paladin senses, you get a feel that there is, something sinister there. But yeah, it doesn't like superficially. It just looks like the scar. It
You
always
can
does.
see it on either side of the necklace anyway.
Is there a horse
Yeah, it
or
passes.
anything near me?
Okay.
But you still kind of know where. I mean, you're down by the river. Not really. There's no horses down
Can
there.
I just ask for a horse to come to me?
Yeah.
Boy, is there
don't
anyone
roll.
near me besides me?
I mean, you can turn into a horse.
Yeah, but then I can't talk. So I was looking for either a horse to ride or a person to ride
What?
me.
Oh,
So I can
can't
run
see
around
this.
and be like, get out!
Make a wisdom roll. Just a straight up wisdom roll. Wait, you need to roll 2 that. Okay. 5 plus 2 is
7.
7. Yeah, there's a horse.
When did these go up?
What?
When did these go up?
It depends on, like, you'd use this little thing down here.
No, I meant like when do we get to raise these stats?
When you go up a level. Every
Is
time you
this
go
the
up a
most
level, you gotta
important
raise
time
the
to be
stat.
discussing this?
Yes,
Like, we
because
talked
I
about
went
this.
blood.
You're not there.
We talked about
She's
this
alone.
beforehand, that you get to raise 2 of your stats because you went up a couple levels.
Okay, continue. I just need to do that. It's unrelated because my wisdom's already at my top.
Okay, well, that would only bring it up to an 8 anyway, even if you did something that increased. Wait, your wisdom's at your top?
It's at 16.
No, it can go up higher than that.
Right, but I don't get any more bonuses.
Oh.
So what's the point?
Okay.
Anyway, 7.
Actually, I think at 18 you get another +1, but
Doesn't see.
thing.
Oh my gosh.
well, we'll get back to it.
River.
Anyway, yeah, there is a horse, but it is attached to a cart, and that cart it has a peasant's goods on it. It's kind of like a little rundown peasant horse, and he's coming bringing his goods to market. It's the closest horse. It's the only horse around right now is this peasant's horse. Yeah. Yeah, it's called Succeed, but with a cost. You rolled an 8, so that's not a 10. So yeah. You got to make a choice.
So there's a wee peasant and his tiny little horse.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, I'm going to talk to him and say, there's a flood, we've got to let everyone know, send your horse away, and you come with me, and I'm going to turn into a horse.
All right. Ooh, that's wow. All right.
So, 13.
Okay, so you're a really awesome horse, and
Let's go, no
wait. So
tipping.
you just turned into a horse. So what
No,
else
I
did
told
you?
him, I said, like,
There's a flood coming?
The town is flooding, send your horse away, we've got to warn everyone.
Okay,
And
so
then I
he
just
jumps
turned
on
into a
top of
horse.
you, and he's like, "There's a flood coming! There's a flood coming! What about my horse and my cart? Shouldn't I get them out of here?"
I did say send them away.
So either you're riding around on this horse, or you're a horse and he's riding around on you. Yeah, people are kind of like, "What's going on?" Like you hear this as well. Like people are like, "There's this peasant running around." You notice that yeah, there's something odd about this horse. You suspect that it is your druid friend.
Wait, they were
Is it wearing
Yeah,
leathers?
she's wearing armor.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Pretty
She's wearing
obvious.
the same outfit.
It's pretty
yeah.
obvious, yeah.
It should be pretty clear, yeah. So yeah, there's a flood coming. Yeah, there's a flood coming. There's a flood coming. Everybody leave. What? People don't really seem to be listening, or some of them do and some of them don't. But yeah.
I use my my I am the law ability, and I'll start walking around and or running around and telling everyone to in an orderly fashion.
Well, you could talk to someone in authority, like
right, okay,
whoever's left in the castle or the king or something.
Sure,
and
I'll
like,
do that. Yeah.
and
Well,
to
I
do
guess
that,
the constable, city watch, or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 7. What is this? Charisma? Oh, 7, 9. 9.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So succeed at a cost. What do you think? Like, what is the downside to this? What is the issue that happens? Like, what do you think?
I would say I have to stay behind.
You have to stay behind.
Yeah.
All right.
To help orchestrate.
All right.
Like I won't be the first to leave. I won't be the
You'll be the last to leave.
for whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So yeah. So you're able to get. Yeah. People are like they are. evacuating now, full on. People are rushing to get out of the city.
Higher ground, everyone.
Yeah, they're moving to higher ground. Some people like in the castle are going up to like the top parts of the castle because it's like we're not going to abandon the castle.
Right.
But yeah, people are moving out. What are you doing? I love that you're all like solving a problem that one of the other characters caused.
But it's an even trade. I got the location of the
You
demon.
do. You know where the demon is. You in your mind, you
Right.
know where that is. Yeah.
I will cast light on my staff and say, "Follow me to higher ground," and lead them
Okay.
towards the
Don't roll
nearest
snake eyes.
hill. 6, 7, and charisma of -1, so that's a 6.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
I'm a delight.
Well, we'll just say that's mostly ineffectual and like follow me, and everyone like just walks past you. So yeah.
Great. Good, you're moving. I'm glad. Keep moving. Good.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm stealing some more arrows.
And you're not a demon.
No.
Okay. You can add another like 3 boxes of arrows there of ammunition. I don't know how many boxes do you have?
I mean,
Is this like that?
That's your adventuring gear.
Oh,
this is
Um,
Katrina level now. I mean,
here?
It's not funny.
You can steal more than
Let me see.
arrows.
Oh,
Hillcrest.
you don't have a ragged bow anyway because
No, but I wrote fancy bow.
Right,
and then I
right,
put a
right.
check next to it.
so you're just gonna make 6 boxes. So you have 6 boxes of arrows.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Well, I already had 5, so am I getting more?
Just add 2 more, so you have 7.
Okay.
7 ammunition. You can only carry so much ammunition. Ammunition is kind of abstract in this game. It's not like you have 7 arrows, but every time you use the volley move, which is the ranged weapon move, you might lose arrows because you have to shoot extra arrows.
I
so.
did write best bow ever and made a box.
Yeah, it's not the best bow ever. It's just a fine bow. It's just a hunter's bow. It's a hunter's
I
bow.
know,
Is what
I
it
know.
is. Yeah,
But
you do
since,
get. It does have better range on
since
it.
no one's following me, I'll go find Hillcrest and point out a nice dagger that she overlooked that she might be able to take as well.
Cool.
All right, you can get a nice dagger.
Is it fine with a Y?
I see what you did there.
No, it's fine with a Y. Y. 3 Ys.
Wow.
Fine. Great. So yeah, you hear like there's a rustling and a sound coming, and yeah. So
Quickly.
you are in the city. You probably got knocked over by some people, so you're probably also in the city since you rolled a 6. You're also probably in the city, I'm assuming, because you were stealing stuff. Where are you?
We're
These
Paul
are the
revering our way through the city, telling
Okay.
people to get out.
So you're also in the city. You know that the flood is now imminent. The peasant is still on your
And when
back.
I say Paul revering, I mean someone else is saving people and I'm taking credit.
Ha!
That's-
Oh, nicely done. Quickly to the wizard's tower. We can climb to the top of the wizard's tower.
All right. Thanks
All
for
right.
the dagger.
Paladin, are you going with him?
Am I with him? Am I in that area? Am I around to hear him?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, sure.
Oh, I would like
Okay.
to use one of my holds actually,
All right.
and it's for call the pack. So I want to call all the horses of the town to follow me, so that not only are they like leaving the town, but they're also like creating almost like a barrier, like pushing people out.
Trampling people, you mean?
no, because I'm talking to them and
Well-
I'm saying don't trample people. But it's,
All right.
it's almost
You
like
can use one of your things to
Panic
call
horse
them. Yeah.
like at the end of Mardi Gras when the firefighters like stand with hoses down Berman Street and just like walk in a line and push everyone off the street.
Well, they also can people can climb onto the horses and pull other people onto the horses, so that you can help ride
It's
people out of town on all the
helpful,
horses. Yeah,
helpful.
sure. That can work.
Mostly
So.
I'm concerned about saving the horses, but that's a beautiful side effect.
Also, people will get saved. Great.
Yeah, sure.
So you're
whatever.
doing that. So yeah, I'm gonna mark off a hold for that. So the 3 of you are going up the tower. Who's
Sure.
going first?
I will go
Who's
first.
second?
Well, me, because he always wants to go last.
All right.
I'm very
Good. So yeah, you get up to the top of the tower, and this huge raging river comes rushing down, and it's covers the city.
I'm
and,
very happy about this. I'm stoked that this stupid city is getting ruined.
wow.
How long did it
that's
take to
dumb.
render this shot?
How long will it take?
I'm in a good VFX shot again.
It's all practical effects. It's all
Oh,
they actually flooded flooded the city to do it. Like
It
it's a
was
lot.
shut on the universal lot.
Yeah, and then they did
Wow.
the actual flood
Water
there.
tank there.
So yeah, the city is like this flood. You feel like there's a demonic influence to it. Like there's more than normal. The
And it
tower
makes you
stands,
happy?
the castle stands,
Yep.
but this entire city is it'll take decades to rebuild. Like most of the city itself is destroyed.
Save the world, flood the
yeah.
city. I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
But I'm not saying
She
I'm
did
happy. I'm
destroy
just like
civilization.
smirking like this.
Yes.
Oh,
That
that's
doesn't look demonic at all. Doesn't look demonic at all. Happiness at this demonic
What?
event.
What? I'm not happy. I'm just. What are you talking about?
Smirk?
I'm
Smirky?
just- you can interpret it the way you want.
What about where the library used to stand?
What about it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gone
finally
now.
put the
God.
fire out.
It's completely gone. Yeah.
So,
So you finished off the rest of the city.
Yeah, we didn't destroy. I mean, the books were destroyed, but if the flood came, they would have been destroyed anyway.
Yeah, all by one
That's the way to think
person's
of it.
doing.
That's not
I
true.
don't think it works that way.
And I
The
think every
Temple
time
of
we have to-
Galbraith is also destroyed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now what?
So regardless of how this adventure goes, I'm fine. I'm just gonna
Yep.
check this off.
Hello, we're the Unreliable
Quest.
Narrators. We mean you no harm.
Quest
Yeah.
We said
to find this
unreliable.
demon and defeat it.
Well, have you told anyone the
Oh,
demon's
no,
name
not
yet?
yet.
I don't. I don't
Stop.
feel like you know.
Oh,
what
you
the
don't know
demon
yet?
is
Okay.
yet. So you
But-
haven't all met
But
together.
she has told them that this is like demonic, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I felt there was a presence.
Yeah,
right?
but you don't know what it is yet
Okay.
specifically.
So I'm having an inkling in my head that this may be demon caused.
Right. Okay, so we're all out to the city. We saved everyone. We're all good.
Oh, you didn't
right?
save everyone. Like there are definitely people who died, but you
But
saved.
they're like
you saved.
old and cranky.
How many
More-
of these do we see?
Oh God.
Michael.
I mean, yeah,
Paladin.
more than you would have liked. But yeah. So and everyone's.
Do it with me.
Oh God.
I'm worried that we're maybe worse than the demons. Or maybe we are being
What do you keep pointing at me? That's very rude.
exercised at the will of a demon.
I'm
here.
not. You want? Fine, leave. Go away. I don't care anymore. Just keep calling me a
Look at
demon.
the destruction we've wrought.
How did I did nothing of this? Nothing.
Nothing but enjoy it.
I never said anything.
Have I met up with them yet?
Yeah, you're all together now.
Great news, everyone!
Yes. Well done, Druid.
Well, I mean, you don't know the druid caused the flood.
I think I have suspicion.
Great news, everyone! I have discovered the location of the next demon. Has named as something. Dorzanath the Buried. Also, he gets really pissed off if you spy on him. Turns out.
I heard the varied.
The buried, not the buried.
The varied.
The
There's
buried.
only one Dorzanath, and
Sorry,
he's buried.
Dorzanath the Buried.
Breed.
Buddied.
Breed.
He's
Is there a child?
He- Probably, yeah. Probably.
I just want to say Ash is bothered. Bunyan could not care.
Bonin.
Bunyan.
Yeah. So clearly, this demon is covered with berries, right? I mean, that's.
The Buried.
The Buried.
The Buried.
He's the most delicious of demons.
Anyway, I find the demon. You're welcome.
I prayed. I'm gonna go pray. And pray for all of this, whatever, and all of the souls. that
Also, we should
died.
probably leave this town. It's a bit wet.
Are we still in the wizard's tower? On top of
Yeah.
the wizard's tower?
I'm assuming you're outside of town at this point.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
And
Where do
now-
you want to be? Do you want to be at the Wizard's Tower
I think
meeting?
we
or?
got out of there because there's no point in staying
Did we
there. We must
swim?
get out. No, we walked through the mud and debris after the flood had receded
Okay.
And the dead bodies.
and the dead bodies.
I stole
Not
some.
that many dead bodies. I feel
Um,
like most people left.
I stole some stuff
Still
off
far
a
too
couple
many.
of the bodies, like coins.
Of the bodies.
Yeah, they're dead.
All right. You
So
can have
add.
50 coins.
Woohoo!
They still have like
Hillcrest.
family.
So now there's a humanitarian crisis outside the city. Now these people need to be fed.
Yeah.
You know what the real humanitarian crisis is?
Yeah.
There's demons on the loose.
And us.
Hey guys, I got 15 more coins. Well, it's mine, so you can't have it.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
I'm good. Just kind of whoever's surviving of the city watch or whatever, or anyone with some kind of mobility, I'm going to go ahead and divine authority, people in charge, and start sending out messengers and stuff for help, so that at least
You didn't think they'd do that on their own?
I'll do that anyway. Whatever, because I'm the guy with the armor.
Nice armor, Gerard. You look
Yeah, I
flashy.
mean
I'm
the
sure
kind
it's
of
fine. I don't
the
need to
most
roll.
like the soldiers and the the power structure is still in place. Like
Okay, good. All right.
There's it's going to be a rough winter and probably maybe a rough few winters, but they'll
Good. All right.
it'll all eventually get back to normal. But,
You look lovely. I like your armor.
You trying to look good for me or something? What's up with that?
The temple gave me this armor. Isn't it cool, guys?
Isn't it amazing they gave you that?
Yes. So generous of the temple.
Indeed.
And the shield. Look at the
Oh.
intricacy of the holy symbol that they
That's
have
nice.
decorated.
That's nice.
I'm glad you have pride in your armor.
Yes. I must thank the temple. And
Oh,
it's
that would be helpful when he keeps
it's
walking
in
out
ruins.
Mm.
It's in ruins. The temple. It's in ruins.
Huh. Does your god live in the temple?
No.
Well then,
But it represents what.
All right, you know what? There's some demons.
she's right there talking to you.
So the editor was like, character development. I've noticed my editing.
What is that? What do you? It's like
the old
I
school
know
with the
it.
film.
Put it through the reel and you cut with the scissors.
I'm out of tape. I'm out of tape.
That is how old I am, all right? Because I used to film edit this way. All right.
No, my character just saying boo, hoo hoo, badoo badoo.
Boop, boop, ba-doop. All right. So what's the plan, kids? What you doing?
Where? In what direction did you sense this?
To the
West.
west.
Yeah.
All right.
But also down, because it's
Down.
on the ground.
Yeah.
Because it's buried.
Yeah. You can like kind of coordinate or look at a map or something, but it's basically actually near your home city of Tusmotan.
That happens to be that my hometown
Tusmutan.
is in that direction.
Tusmutan.
The west. Tusmutan.
Tasmutan.
That's Oliver. That's
Do you have temples there as well?
There was a small temple to Galbraith there.
Has it already been destroyed?
Yes, it was
Oh,
destroyed
good.
by
Glad
Garlock.
we didn't have to worry about you being sad when that happens.
Well, I was already sad, but we somewhat got our revenge when we found Garlock.
Garlock.
Yeah. Have you told anyone the name? You told them the name of the demon. If
I-
you want,
Yes.
you can now decide to go on a quest. to
Yes,
defeat
now
this
I will.
demon if you'd
I
like.
will now quest that. Okay.
Great. So,
How do you spell it again?
Which one?
The
The demon?
Oh, I just wrote it like that.
Dorzanath, Dorzanath, Dorzanath.
Doors and
The buried.
The buried.
The buried.
Zanos.
Also, he's kind of a dick.
Unlike the other demons we've met.
Yep.
Oh, I met two.
One of them was a woman.
Great. So
One
what's
with a
your current quest?
Slay him. I put that as slay Dorzanath the buried.
All right.
Yeah.
You realize we've just been banishing them, not slaying them.
What sort of
Or whatever. Yeah, defeat them.
what sort of boons would you like? And you're not like confined to that list if there's something that's not
Oh,
crazy that
right.
you want to do.
I'm gonna go.
Done with you, Covey.
Well, actually, I like an unwavering sense of direction.
Great. All right. An unwavering sense of direction. All right.
Yeah,
To him.
yeah
To it.
to demon. Yeah.
Dorzanath.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, and I get two of them, right?
Uh-huh.
Can I? Is this too much? Breathe underwater? Not indefinitely.
I mean, yeah. If you want to be able to breathe underwater, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. It doesn't have to be indefinitely.
You could be a fishy. I don't know what that, but no, I realized I still had two holes that I didn't use as a horse, and I'm wondering if I could have used one of them to ask 4 horses to like come on a quest with us. Be like, hey, you didn't have a home anymore, but that's cool.
So you're just gonna steal 4 horses from this destroyed city that probably doesn't need them anymore to rebuild.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, you can do that.
To go get rid of a demon. That's important. That's my.
Sure.
It's a priority thing. Once the demons are banished, we'll help rebuild all of the towns we've destroyed.
Doesn't sound true.
Yes, you can do that.
Say it.
I object. They need these horses.
My goodness. You know what? I left it up to the horses, and this is what they want to do. So it's not up to you. And if you don't want to ride a
I
horse,
go up to I go up to the horses and talk to them and says, "Is this what you want to do?"
They kick you in the
I don't know.
you know I talk to them, right? Like I can.
Let me finish with this quest though. So, no interrupting the quest planning. All right. So, let's say that you can live without breath. So you can basically hold your breath indefinitely while you're on this quest.
Okay.
I don't think that's unreasonable.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be helpful.
That's not going to be creepy.
Oh, okay. And what are the
So the vow. Let's see. I think it's going to be valor.
You're alive still.
You may not suffer an evil creature to live.
Ooh.
I would say, Jorah, that if you're waiting for Hillcrest to fall in love with you, don't hold your breath. But you can now.
Yes.
I have a vow of celibacy. Those emotions play no role.
Yeah, but you're human.
Right? It's not a vow of not feeling.
Yeah, you can't have feelings.
I don't know about you all, but to me they're one and the same.
Wow.
Well, you have a feeling about your god, don't you?
Yeah, but we don't have sex.
Man.
Okay, so the valor, and then what else? Oh, that's it. That's it. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's your vow.
No.
Valor.
It's a vow, a voweler.
Alright.
Great. So, anything else you want to do before you hop on these horses and go to Tesmotan?
Somebody convinced me that it's okay to take these horses from these people.
It's
We're
okay
not
to take
taking the horses. The horses are going on the quest. with
There is
us.
nothing else I would like
They're
to
not
do.
slaves.
Gerard, your temple gave you these horses.
I'm
We
riding them.
didn't own the
God.
horses.
Your god has
They were
made them
provided.
available.
They were provided by the spirits to go on your quest.
This is all RP. It's up to you.
I'm leaving them.
What? Oh, you mean the group, not the horses? Great.
Yeah, I'm just starting to slowly go off while you all are.
I am following Hellcrest because
Hillcrest, wait! I get on a horse. I'm messing you. All right.
Oh, I see how that is.
All right. So, so you're taking a trip through the wilderness. So we'll do that move just for the heck of it. Let's see.
This is a montage, right? The aerial shots.
Yeah, this is aerial shots of you
what song is playing
traveling.
during
Do
our
we need a
montage?
drone? Are we
Yeah, on a drone.
recording
Yeah,
drone?
with a drone.
And a helicopter.
I mean,
Undertaking a perilous journey. So who's the trailblazer? Who's the scout? And who's the quartermaster? You're all rolling wisdom.
I can be any of those things. What's the most important one?
Probably the scout.
Alright, I shall be the scout.
I'll be the quartermaster.
All right.
Rolling what?
So you
Intelligence?
just hold
Wisdom.
stuff. Is
Wisdom.
that
I'll be
what-
trailblazer.
Alright.
All right.
Where'd that leave me?
what does that leave you?
The demon.
12.
12.
Quartermaster for the 12.
All right. So yeah, you're able to like get food. All right, and you're able to get the hop, jump on
That's a
whatever
14.
thing's happening. Yeah.
9.
9.
14.
So yeah, you don't like it takes an average amount of time to get there, and you don't find like a special shortcut or anything. Great. So so yeah, and you're able to get food on the way, so no one has to check off rations. And
And we avoid every danger.
yeah, well, you're also able to scout ahead and come back and let people know that the town seems to be eerily silent. No one is burning a fire. Nothing. There's no smoke. There's no activity at all in the town. Which is it's daytime. There something should be going on.
So
The town
I found
seems-
this town and it was really, really quiet and didn't
I
have.
ride ahead. I just
Right.
go.
All right.
It didn't have all the normal sort of terrible human noise.
Are there stuff in the shops, or like is
Right?
it just crazy abandoned? Like
It's like a
Well,
scary
The
story.
paladin is riding into town. Are you following him? You're not there,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and you saw it kind of from a distance. You didn't go into the town, so
Like there's no fires, right? There's no smoke.
right. There's no
or
smoke from the
anything.
chimneys. There's
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah.
From a distance.
If the stupid paladin's going, I must follow him.
yeah, I'll follow.
Is that like a thing?
He's got something to do with our adventure, some important reason that he's here, and otherwise I would not suffer such an idiot, but I'm following him.
Yeah, I'm following.
I can't hear you. I'm galloping away.
Look at him gallop.
Oh yeah, he cares about the horse so much, he's gonna run it ragged.
That's not. The horses can run without being. It's fine.
With plate mail on?
What,
Oh my god, are these like
strong horses?
Okay.
I mean, the plate mail is the heaviest thing about him. He's,
Yeah.
got no muscles.
He's
or anything.
tiny. He's a little wimpy.
He's the wimpiest paladin in the world.
Mhm.
Great. So, there is definitely signs of a struggle. It looks like, violence happened here, and there's nobody left.
What are
Yeah.
the signs of violence?
Broken doors,
And there's no
blood. There's blood on the ground.
But there's no like corpses.
You haven't seen any. You're right, kind of on the outskirts of the town. But yeah, you don't see any actual corpses.
What's it smell
currently.
like?
It smells, like a charnel house. Like you smells like death.
Ugh.
What about 1,000 yards away? What does it smell like?
Can you smell demon breath there?
Thousands of yards away.
Oh, you did when you were thousands of yards away, but as you got closer, you were too close to smell it. So you can only smell demon breath from thousands of yards away.
I would like to dismount my horse and walk to the center of
You're
the
gonna
town.
desk mount your horse.
I heard dust.
Dust mount.
Dismount.
I heard
dismount.
dust.
Okay.
Dusted.
All right.
Anyway, I dismount the horse and I walk to the centre of the town and put out my hands and I'd like to discern realities.
All right. Discern some realities, Druid.
So that's 10.
Okay. What questions you got?
Right. How many do I get? Oh, 3. What happened here recently?
This town was raided by supernatural beings, and everyone was killed.
What here is not as it appears to be.
The bodies should be somewhere, and you haven't seen any bodies.
Right. I was hoping for new information. What
What do you want to know? Like, do you want some more specific information? What do you?
Well, I mean, the fact that there's no bodies is like there's no bodies. But what should I be on the lookout for?
Bodies.
Sure.
Does it
Yeah.
look as though the bodies walked themselves away?
Maybe. You get the sense that they're,
Basically, I have a hypothesis. Can I just ask you?
Yeah,
to
sure.
see? So the sort of like beings that were in turmoil with the axes in the earth, are they villagers? Like dead villagers?
You don't think so, because they were smaller than human beings. They didn't seem human in size.
But I didn't get the feeling that it's related somehow.
Yes. Looking at the damage, it's like some of the axe marks on the doors are like lower, like than where you would think, or the attack marks, which look like axe marks, are lower than where you would think a human would hit the door if they were smashing the door open.
Oh,
Babies.
But I saw them, or did I just feel them?
You saw them in like the way you would see like in a montage of like where it's like very quickly, like, so just kind of flashes of them. You didn't get a good look at them.
Right. Okay.
You saw that they had like all pale eyes, and they were swarthy and short, but
And had ginger beards.
yeah, maybe they had beards. Yeah, maybe they had beards. Perhaps. Yeah.
Ginger beard?
They were ginger beards.
They were drinking ginger beer, but they did not have ginger beards.
That's nice that they get little breaks.
Yeah.
refreshment.
Were they drinking them out of copper mugs, and then there was some ginger on them
How's
and
my
vodka?
beard?
That's
Are you asking if they were drinking dwarven mules?
Right. Oh, so
Is that
it'd be
a
like-
clue as to what they are?
It would be like mead mixed. It would be like mead mixed with ginger beer, right? That would be a dwarven mule. It'd be like, or ale. It'd be ale mixed with ginger beer. I don't know if that
I'm a
would be.
dwarven
Short
mix-
things with
mixologist.
asses, I think.
They're toddlers. What
Dwarven.
would the toddlers be drinking?
they're
They'd be
not
drinking
really
out of sippy
toddlers.
cups.
They're just not as tall as humans
Yeah.
because they're
Oh.
dwarves.
I thought they were babies. That was my first
I think
inkling.
I'm with her. They're probably
So
babies.
so I've been-
Dwarves would not raid a village.
They
so
would
you-
not.
So you see me
Yeah.
communing in the middle of the town, and then I sort of come out of it, and I'm like, oh shit! I entirely forgot to tell you all. when I was talking with the water, having nothing to do with the flood, I got a sense of the demon, the buried demon. Also, he had sort of like an army of tiny things with axes,
Oh.
sort of working away. But I got a sense they were being controlled, like their eyes are all white. And, you know, looking around here, it may be related. Probably should have mentioned it. But now we know. Also, the bodies may have walked away. That's a thing. So I feel like we're dealing with a demon that controls people.
From beneath.
Maybe the dead. Hopefully, let's not kill a dragon near him.
Well, he wants a dragon.
Let's not.
He wants
Or
the
and
dragon.
the chimera and the phoenix.
Yes. 3 simple things.
I'll just pop down to the Ralphs and pick those up.
Still not helping with that.
I feel like Ralph's is only known if you're in
Sarah.
Southern California, and so for all our viewers across the world, please describe what a Ralph's is.
It's like a Safeway, but in Southern California.
For those who are not living where a Safeway is.
It's like a market basket if you're in New England, or a Stop and Shop.
Or just simply a grocery store. Would
Or
be
like
the
a
generic term.
Kroger's. I feel from the side.
Piggly Wiggly.
Or an Albertsons.
Or a
Fred
Tesco.
Myers.
Or a Tesco.
Or an
Oh,
Aldi's.
a Tesco.
Or a
That's-
Target.
That's
Or
another
an
world.
or an
This is,
Eno.
this is a
It's
horrible.
not like a
this
Target.
is a
It's-
horrible
it's not like a Target.
offshoot into weirdness. Great. You have not, by the way, searched the entire town.
Yes,
You're
just
about a
in the
third of the way into the
square.
town. Yeah.
Well, this is where we live when we're not off having adventures.
Well, this is where the paladin lives. I don't know if the
Paladin.
rest of you
Well,
necessarily.
where I'm
do.
from, at least.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is your town.
Yes.
Oh, that's awkward.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go to the blacksmith, where the blacksmith used to be.
Why are the demons targeting things having to do with you?
Oh, he's a demon. He's totally a demon. Guys,
I don't think that's what that means. I
guys,
feel like
he's a demon.
demons work
Don't
together.
say
Some
That's
people
how it
think
works.
that he will be important in the events to
He
come.
will play an
I feel like
important
only
role in
idiots
events to
think
come.
that.
I have foreseen it.
He has foreseen it.
I have foreseen it. Not a demon.
Maybe you're all demons.
demon.
Or are you just hoping he's a demon so you guys can like be compatible?
Demon makeout.
Well, 1, I'm not a demon. 2, he doesn't have sexual feelings in his loins.
He does.
Where does he have them?
He did.
Yes, where are those?
Did you get your dinglings chopped off?
No, we're not eunuchs. We're paladins. We're not eunuchs.
Right. So who's
What operating system do you
exploring?
use?
I'm exploring.
All right. So you're going to the blacksmith.
Yeah.
You're going exploring. So you're kind of separating. What are you doing?
Is there a body of water nearby?
I mean, there's a well.
I'm gonna go to the well.
All right.
Just look down.
Well, actually,
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm looking around for animals.
Animals oddly, are not like they're kind of avoiding the town. So it's
Do you want to come with me to the
the
well?
absence of animals is
Right.
unusual.
Right.
Hmm.
Let's go to the
Yeah.
well. Let's pull the
I'm
corn on the
checking
well.
for
You can lower the bucket.
going to the
Editing.
library, going to the church, going to the wizard
Okay.
tower.
The temple was burned down, the temple of Galbraith, but it looks like some effort has been made to rebuild it. So like the most the wooden parts of it were wooden, and the parts that were stone, the stone parts kind of remained, and it looks like a lot of work has been done to kind of rebuild it and cover it.
Were they in the middle of a renovation before it was attacked by Garlock, and that's when it burned down?
No, it was not. It was
Notre Dame.
not in the middle of a renovation.
Too soon.
Yeah, too soon. Too soon. Sorry.
Michael. Yeah. So that structure is mostly intact. The front door is open, and it's like a large, because it's like a place of worship. But the doors are open, and you smell that horrible smell of rottenness and decay coming from within.
I'm within a few thousand yards of this.
You're much closer than that.
But still technically also within a few thousand yards.
Yeah. So you're at the blacksmith's. It looks like.
So this was my brothers,
Right.
my older brothers,
Uh-huh.
and I did just decided not to become a blacksmith and joined the military instead.
You made the right choice.
Yeah, and then that's how I got recruited to be a paladin, right? But what do I see? Any evidence of them around, or did it look like they packed up and leave, or did it look like they were killed? Was there blood around or something?
There isn't sign of as much sign of violence here. It looks like the door was broken. You don't see any blood on the ground. You also, it seems like there should be more weapons here. Like some of the weapons have been taken, so that maybe there was a resistance, or maybe there was a stand against whatever happened. So yeah, maybe it's possible some people escaped, or maybe they just put up a stand and didn't succeed.
And any evidence of his children and his wife?
Nothing.
All right.
Oh, you find a small wooden toy on the ground.
No.
It's a little wooden paladin, a little wooden man at arms holding a hammer. Reminds you of yourself and a toy you played with when you were younger.
That's nice. You didn't think of your nephew. You think of yourself.
You know what I mean.
Look at my nephew's toy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it looks like he had a similar toy. Is all I'm saying. Anyway,
I go to.
I don't know how he feels. Like
But he shoved it inside his plate mail.
I'm
just
not
now,
giving
I
you
saw.
a hard
I know.
time.
He's got an inside pocket in his metal. If I only had a heart. Yeah.
Just checking.
All right. The well. There's from below. There's like a stench. From the well. Yeah.
Is there any water in it? Should
I
put my
mean,
bucket down?
you can put the bucket down. Yeah. You hear a splash.
Is there water down there?
I want to get the water back up.
Pull it back up.
Just drink from it, maybe. I'm thirsty.
Slow down.
That's
All right.
fine. She's a demon, so
You're
it'll
gonna
be
you're
fine.
gonna drink from
Well, I
it.
want to look at it and see if it's
Drink it.
drinkable.
Drink it. I am in
The
character
water
telling
seems
you
to have
drink.
a reddish brown hue to it.
Oh, drink it. Drink
No, I
it.
don't-
Drink the blood water.
There's like there's been cholera,
All right, back to the wizard. What are you doing?
I didn't.
You're with her.
I know, and I didn't do anything.
Oh yeah, what are you doing?
I just chanted at
That's what I thought you were doing. Was chanting "Drink the blood water." That's what I thought you were doing. Like,
That's not an action. That's flavor text.
what are you doing?
So it like I'm gonna put my hand in the water, obviously.
Uh-huh.
Does it feel like water or is it like thick?
I mean, yeah, it feels like water. Yeah.
And it smells bad.
Yeah, it smells of decay.
Okay. I would like to turn into something small, and you can lower me down in the bucket.
Oh, all right. I'll empty it first.
Oh, that'd be great.
Does the water, when I empty it to the ground, is just nothing happens? It's just
No, I mean, but it looks contaminated.
right.
You're
But
guessing.
isn't like burn things like?
doesn't burn things.
I would like to turn into a water moccasin.
All right.
Wow.
That's really tiny.
Alright, so that's an 11.
With
Yeah,
little tiny
all right.
water moccasin clothes.
So you are no. It's a water moccasin is like a pretty
It's a
big
big
snake,
snake.
actually.
Oh, is it a
yeah.
snake? Oh, it's a snake.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did you think it was?
He thought it was a
Insect.
shoe.
Think of those little insects that are like a water,
Insects,
like a
yeah.
little
Is that
water
one of
walker. No,
No,
it's not.
it's a large
It's a
poisonous
quite
snake.
poisonous snake.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Fine.
You are now a water moccasin. All right. She's lowering you down. All right, back to the wizard.
I am going to open.
The doors are
Doors
open.
are open. I'm going to approach the entrance and look inside with light on my staff as one of my cantrips. 7, 8, 9.
So are you forgetting the spell, or are you... What is the thing you're taking from failing your roll, basically? I mean, you succeeded, but you succeeded with cost, so you got to choose one of those things.
So maybe don't tell him he failed. He didn't fail.
You succeeded with cost.
The spell is forgotten until I prepare spells.
Yeah,
My
that makes
staff
sense.
will glow.
All right, your staff is glowing.
That sounds...
Yeah.
Entering.
Staff is glowing.
All right. You see a large, in the middle of the temple, there's a large pile of bodies. Looks like this is where all the bodies ended up. Something is moving on the top of the pile of bodies. And you hear what sounds to be like a crunching sound.
Can I discern what it is there?
Yes, you see at the top of this pile of bodies, there is a shirtless dwarf kind of sitting up there.
Does he look sexy?
No. His eyes are completely white, and he looks strangely gaunt, and there's something very disturbing about the way he's moving. He's
Eating people.
He is indeed eating a part of a person. And he doesn't really seem to be paying attention to you, and then he sets it down and he pulls out a needle and thread that apparently he'd been working before, and he continues to start sewing. He appears to be sewing the pile of bodies. And as you
To each
notice,
other?
you do notice that yes, there is they've been sewn together in various places, and he is continuing that work.
I'm going to back out of here and go back to the square to find the group.
As you turn to leave, the dwarf speaks. Indorad.
How do you know my name, strange dwarven creature?
Zombie dwarf!
Zombie dwarf.
I am the scion of Dorzanath.
Oh. Where are you now?
Talking to doors in Ed's car.
We should get some advertising. Scion, we are here to banish your master. As we have banished three
A or B?
already.
Which one, Joseph? A or B?
What?
Scion A or B. They're just
I'm sorry.
He said
that
he's
like a
the
math
scion.
joke?
Not that's not
No,
his
there's
name.
two models.
He is a
Oh.
scion.
Well, there's three.
Right.
Yeah.
So we are here to banish your master. As I said, we have banished 3 of his compatriots.
You may cut off the talons, but the claw will only grow stronger. You think that your motivations are your own, but you follow the path laid down by us.
What do you know of this path laid down? Is there one amongst our number?
Yes. One of you will betray the others.
Well, that could be any of us.
Yeah, it could be anyone.
Maybe you already have.
I do not accept your vision of the future. Which way to your master?
You will lie at his feet soon enough, wizard. He climbs down off of the pile of bodies, like scampers down and kind of pops out of a back window and disappears. There's silence, but then you hear movement as if a shifting or a slithering. The pile of bodies is moving. It's moving slowly at first, and it appears to be shifting to one side and then another. And then you see it lifting up. It has 2 legs made out of bodies sewn together and 2 arms, and parts of it open up, and you see like glowing eyes within it. It is this gigantic golem of things sewn together, all these bodies.
Does it put on a large trench coat?
No. It sees you, and it's now it starts moving towards you.
I'm casting invisibility. I'm going to start running. That's a 9, 10, 11.
Okay, you've never cast that spell so well as now. Invisibility! You cast it perfectly. All right, you're invisible. All right, you're running out.
I am the fleet.
Yeah, you are.
The fleet.
Now you're in the name.
You are the fleet. All right, meanwhile, back at the Paladin, what's going on? And if you want to show up at some point, just let me know.
Well, I mean, my next step was to go to the temple, not because I'm following this, because that.
Okay,
I check
so
on-
you come out and you see from within the temple, like the doors, like there's this thing hunching down and coming out of the temple. It is like, and it is made from the bodies of all of the villagers. And it hunches down and kind of almost like shrinks itself down, like, and then it like stands fully like upright, and it's an abomination. It's just like all of these bodies of the villagers all sewn together in a like humanoid form.
Do I recognize any of them?
Yeah, you do recognize.
Because this is where you're from.
This is where you're from. Yeah.
You did this to yourself.
Is that what you say? Like right behind?
Oh, she's
I'm
You're at the well. You're at the well. You're at the.
moccasin.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
All right. Meanwhile, back at the well.
I run toward it.
All right.
Right, and then go ahead.
So, because I'm a snake, and because with the shapeshifter, I get additional abilities that you get to decide that are based on the form I've taken. One of the reasons I took snake is not only their ability to, like, you know, slither and water and all around, especially a water moccasin, but also their keen sense of smell
Okay.
on their little tongue
All right.
that, like, you know, picks up maybe different things than I normally would as a regular elf.
Okay. Well, you definitely smell death, and you smell man, like human beings.
Which is the male humans.
Yeah, you know, like an animal scent of like human beings, right?
Oh,
like
right, okay.
the danger of human beings.
Mhm.
And as you are lowered down, that scent gets stronger, and you are now like kind of to the point where you could, if you wanted to, go down into the water and look around. All right. The water is filled with blood and decayed blood. And beneath that, someone has dumped a bunch of bodies into this well. There are human bodies in the well. You notice that
Are they sewn together?
they are not, and you notice that one of them has a as you're kind of swimming around in there, you notice that one of them has a holy symbol tattooed upon it. Some of the followers of this god, they get like the hammer tattooed on them if they're like really devout. But these ones, all the bodies down here have that hammer on
Do
them.
they have anything like an amulet or anything on them, or anything jewelry wise that like sort of small and physical that's a sign of who they are?
Are you going to use your hands to take them up with you?
It looks like they've been stripped of possessions, like they've been dumped in here naked. But yeah, so the only really distinguishing thing is, and it's kind of hard to see in the murky, bloody water. The only distinguishing thing is this tattoo that they all of these bodies seem to have.
Okay.
And with that, I think we'll probably take a break at this point, and come back and see what happens to all you adventurers. So yeah, take a break. Hello, and we're back. I don't know if this is going to be awesome that we're doing this or just weird, but we do it. So hands up. Cool. So yeah, that was a break. We're in the middle of a dramatic moment. Also during the break, you all don't know this, but some people change their flags. So flags, which is not an official rule of Dungeon World, but is a really cool kind of role playing. It's like an alternative to bonds where you give people permission to do something to your character.
Is it part of Dungeon World?
It is kind of like it's a home-brewed rule that someone made. Yeah.
Huh.
It's not an official rule, but like Dungeon World is very much like homebrew anyway, like kind of just,
Should we explain what it is since you brought it up?
I was going to, and then you
Okay, great.
interrupted me.
Okay.
But So basically, what a flag
Check
is,
my
it
flag.
gives other characters permission to kind of RP with you or cause you to do something that you would role play.
Flag.
Yeah. For example, why don't you really quickly read all your flags?
Ask me to examine an important object.
Point out a great belief or achievement of civilized world so that I may mock it.
Should I say what my first one was in the first half?
Sure.
The first half was call attention to something valuable.
So that I may
So you can
steal
steal it.
So I can steal it.
Yeah.
But now it's get me to speak of my life beyond our mission.
So once again, whoever does that gets the experience points. So
And
it's-
Ashes was participate in wild and likely schemes when in a pinch.
Yeah, which is someone would have to do that with me, which I just kept doing it on my own. So
But last episode we did.
I changed mine to trust me with a secret you would never tell anyone else.
So I love how you guys have set up your flags to have like a little moment together.
All right. So
I ship it. I ship it.
so you pull out your hammer
Yeah.
and you rush towards this thing, which
Yeah.
is it's big. It's,
How many people were in this town since I left?
How many-
that I knew of?
I don't know how many people were in this town.
I mean, I would say 200.
Okay. You don't think that all 200 of them are part of this thing, but
Okay.
it is.
Sizable.
Yeah, it is quite
Some are
large.
in
Yeah.
no well.
Great. So, what's your plan, kid?
Oh boy. I'll give it an order. Banish yourself. Whatever. I
Alright.
should roleplay this right now.
Yep,
I
do
should
it.
be roleplaying this right now.
Yes, you should.
All right. I go and I raise my shield and show them the holy symbol. I stand before it. Does it stop or does it keep moving? I mean,
It stops and kind of looks at you.
I
yeah.
show my shield. I show the breastplate which has the logo on it.
Okay.
And then I raise the hammer, and then by the power of Galbraith, you have defiled this temple once again. I will banish you now. Yay!
Out of thin air, a voice says, "Go get them, Jared. Go get them."
Yeah.
What? I get distracted. What?
Gerard.
Gerard.
Good. Make. You're using your command. Someone. Is
Yeah,
that what you're
sure.
doing?
Yeah.
Sure.
I am the
I mean,
law.
it's just going to attack you, but
I'm the
yeah,
law.
go ahead and roll.
Yeah. 11, 12.
So it gets. Does it get like a -1 or something for that? I feel like there's some sort
Well,
of.
I rolled an 11 plus 2, 13,
Yeah.
and then I take a +1 forward.
All right. So you get a +1 forward
Okay.
for doing this. So
All
that is that will be helpful to you.
What's that
That's
mean?
great.
Yeah.
That's great.
What's that mean? A +1 forward.
Basically, all his rolls for this encounter, you get a +1 too.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what +1 forward means.
All right.
Great. So, it comes charging towards you. It does pause for a moment, but then it's like, and it's like its huge fist comes swinging down towards you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Who gets initiative?
doesn't really work that way. What are you doing?
I try to strike at it with the fist. I guess.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I mean,
make a hack and slash roll. You get that +1. Don't forget for the. Yeah.
Oh God, no! Look at the 6, 7, 8. 8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are able to, with the hammer, it seems to like burn it a bit
Oh,
as you
nice.
swing it down, and it definitely hurts it. However, 8 is not enough for you to avoid getting hit by it, so you're going to take a die 10 plus 5 as this thing's huge fists like slam
that's a
you.
D8. Oh no.
Yeah, slam you across like you're literally like. What'd you roll?
10 total.
Good. So don't forget you have that armor.
All right, -4. Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it like swings and like you're able to hit it and like it like burns as you hit it, and it like its fist like hits the side of you and like you go flying across and like
Into some sort of weird invisible.
Do you want to know how much damage I did?
I thought. How much damage did you do?
I think it was 6.
It was 6
on a 2d6,
All right.
right? Because the hammer's 2d6. Right?
Oh right. The hammer is 2d6. All right.
As that happens, I am going to invisibly sidle up to the side of this thing and cast a mimic.
Oh, interesting. All right.
And I roll a 7 7, 8, 9,
Ooh.
which means either
Succeeded a cost,
I
right?
probably draw unwelcome attention to myself.
Does he lose invisibility? since
Oh
he's
yeah,
a
he
cat?
definitely
Oh, yeah.
loses invisibility. Yeah. So you want to? Is that what you want to draw
I
unwelcome
think-
attention to yourself?
I think I'm just gonna forget the spell at this point because this is a all or nothing move. So it's
Man.
no longer memorized.
You might have a chance before something else too to rest and regain spells, but we'll see.
Right.
So yeah, so you forget the spell, and yeah, you become like another one of these
None of
things.
these things.
And
Do I have a chance to attack it now, or must I wait?
That's gross.
Well, I mean, it immediately kind of turns, and you both kind of face each other off,
Right.
You know, and it's like then you both kind of, I guess, go.
I'm gonna try and rip it apart. Yeah.
All right, okay. Go ahead and make a hack and slash roll.
Does he
hands.
get the strength of this thing? Or-
Yeah, we'll give you whatever your intelligence is. We'll pretend that's your strength. So whatever your intelligence is
16?
your
Okay. And I roll 8, 9, 10.
All right, you're gonna do a die 10 plus 5 damage then, because that's how much damage this thing does.
5 and 5, 10.
All right, yeah, you are ripping it apart. And wait, you rolled more than a 10, right? What was your skill roll?
10.
Always 10.
10.
It was 10. It was 10. Good. So yeah, you're able to you're wailing on it, but it can't get a grip on you. It's totally surprised that it's fighting itself, I guess. But yeah, it's not really doing anything. So meanwhile, what's going on over here with you two?
Oh,
I mean, the well just stopped there, right? There wasn't like a tunnel beyond or anything, right?
I mean, it goes further down, to under subterranean passages, but it's it's a long way down.
And there's no other like animals or bugs or anything.
Down here, no.
Right. Okay, I get back in the bucket and take my little tail and I wrap it around the rope and go tuk tuk.
I was gonna say, I realized I have no idea how I knew you were ready to come back up.
Oh, there's a little tug. Meanwhile, you hear from
like-
some elsewhere in the village. You hear.
Two kaiju.
You hear two kaijin fighting. Yeah.
And I go, oh boy.
Great. So you pull the rope up, and the snake is in there.
So I slither out the bucket and then
You
I
wanna
turn back into me. There's a load of dead bodies down there. They're all the priests of that stupid made up thing that what's his butt believes?
Galbraith?
No, Jorad.
Jorad, right?
believes-
that one.
Galbraith.
Well,
That's made
Galbraith
up
is the
stuff.
god that he
Yeah.
believes in.
The made up god he believes in.
I didn't know that. I didn't ken that. The hammer that they worship.
Yeah.
we worship a hammer.
Oh my god!
We worship a hammer.
I know. I
Not
don't.
true.
It's
It's not true.
Oh boy.
All right, so you're
I
having.
feel like he's just gonna get a load sadder today.
Yeah, let's not tell him. Oh wait, does he have those tattoos?
I didn't ken. Let's go find out.
If he does, yeah, I hear some noises. Shall we go towards those crazy noises?
I guess.
Meanwhile, where the origin of the crazy noises are, what are you doing, Jorad?
Oh gosh, what else can I do? Most of my advanced moves are defensive.
Oh god, he's got a 50-50 chance. I'm really
I'm just gonna
nervous.
strike him again.
Wait, are
Right.
you? But you're defeating him. You're right.
Mhm.
Oh. So
Which
what
one
are
is he gonna attack?
10 and then 12.
Oh,
All right,
that's
roll your
He
damage.
doesn't know it's you.
2d6 damage.
I don't think I can communicate. Oh, that's fine.
Wait, can I keep track of who's who?
You don't know that this is
No idea what's
'cause
going
he
on.
was
That's right.
invisible.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I see two now.
Yeah,
But
one
they're
dripping.
fighting each
They're
other.
fighting
Yeah.
each other. Yeah.
I mean,
One's doing
assuming
better
you would
than the
attack the
other.
one that you were originally attacking.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Sure.
I
That
mean,
one's being
I mean, unless you could think of a reason why you would attack the other one.
You're right. So six.
Big
Six.
Yeah.
6.
All right.
Yeah.
6 damage.
Yeah.
All
These
right.
damage dice.
Sorry. It seems to be hurting pretty bad.
Oh.
However, you do see parts of it kind of knitting back together. Yeah.
Ooh.
Great. So what are you doing?
I'm going to try and attack it again. If it's healing, we got to destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing that I can't verbalize anything at this point.
Yeah, I mean it has like almost a mouth, but it's not really suitable for making like actual
Actual
words.
words.
Its
Yeah.
mouth is made up of two people going blur, blur,
Yeah. You can scream, but that's about it. Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8. For a hack and
5,
slash, then.
6, 7.
All right, so you will take a die 10 plus 5. And you will also do damage. You will do that to it as well. What'd you roll?
I rolled an 11, so I'm down to 6 hit points, but I do damage on a die 10 plus
Yeah, and it
5.
has 1 armor, so you can subtract 1 from that. It has 1 armor, so yeah.
7, all right. And then I rolled 7 damage on it.
All right. Okay.
I turn back into a wizard because I have taken damage.
that is correct.
That is
yes.
not the best outcome right now.
But you heard it pretty bad. It falls over. And it seems to be non-responsive. However, yes, you can see it kind of knitting itself back together, and the threads, that the sinew that the dwarf was sewing it together with are like
But then we arrive.
Yeah,
Yes,
then
yes,
these two
I see it.
super helpful people arrive.
Great.
I have an idea. Okay.
I love ideas.
I have a shit ton of bows. Yeah. And I have some poison.
You
Yeah.
have a shit ton of bows? I think you only have 1
Oh,
bow.
arrows. I
Okay.
don't know things.
I knew what she meant. You go on.
I've got this 1 arrow and a bunch of bows. Did I do it wrong?
Anyway, and I have golden root, which the target treats the next creature they see as a trusted ally until it is proven otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably not going to work on an undead creature.
What about?
You would know that.
Well, you're deciding I'm going to call upon fire.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
That's what I was thinking.
I wanted it to trust me.
Oh.
So this is your elemental.
Did you hear that, Joseph?
What? What?
I wanted the creature to be able to trust me, like it was a whole creature.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way for zombies,
I
unfortunately.
didn't know that.
13.
All right. So what does this do exactly? What's the move here?
When you call the primal spirits of fire, water, earth, or air to perform a task with a 10 or more, I choose 2 tasks. I'm assuming. 2 tasks.
All right. So
I didn't kind of that's 2 elements or 2 tasks, so I'll leave it to you.
I think it's 2 tasks
Great.
for the 1 element. Yeah. So you're calling upon fire, and what do you want these tasks to be?
Right, so I just kind of like walk in looking very cool, and do this.
Wait, are you Captain Planet?
No, he's our hero. I am not that.
More like
Wait,
Captain Marvel right now.
Friendship.
I do like a bit more like Captain Marvel. Because
Yeah.
I just kind of like walk in and throw my hand down and fire appears and I like throw it at the thing.
But which? Oh, he's not a thing anymore.
No. I'm a very exposed wizard.
Right, so I throw fire at it. That's my first action.
Mhm. Does fire have to already be available for you to use this ability, or can you just make
I
fire
just-
appear?
Call upon the primal spirits.
Okay. All right. So you throw fire at it, and with hold 2, it burns. It burns real good. So it stops re-knitting itself back together, and you have defeated this thing.
Oh, good. I didn't have to use my other potion. Oh, good.
Be good for later.
Yep.
You may want to start praying because I've just made a funeral pyre. But
Never mind.
All right. So, yeah.
Why are you?
I have a
naked?
new bond.
Yeah, I know. Why are you naked? You said you were an exposed wizard.
Do you become naked when you cast a spell?
Didn't think so,
I don't
but
think-
I look down and I'm naked apparently because the druid
You
says
said
so.
you're an exposed wizard.
I quickly pull my robes back on.
Oh, hey, I saw that.
I mimicked it and tore it apart. I fought it after it hit Gerard across the square.
did you see that happen?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was pretty
So I
wizardy.
have a new bond
yeah,
now.
Wizard. Good job, wizard. Actual wizard.
That's right.
I
I
have a
got
new
called a
bond.
wizard by the minion, the scion
Ooh.
of Dorzanath.
What did
Did
he
he?
say
Did he
to
call you a
you?
wizard, or
He
did
called
he
me
just
a
say
wizard.
your name?
He said, called me a wizard.
Was anyone there to hear that?
No, that was me and the
No.
dwarf alone.
What's your new? your new-
Idarod has stood by me in battle and can be trusted completely.
Oh, did you? So you feel like you?
Yeah, I never wrote that down though. It's not in there. So can I apply it now? No, doesn't work that way, right?
I
I never
not
wrote it
really.
down.
No, you
Yeah.
can't fill it in after the
Alright.
fact. But you can say that you want to do that in the future. Yeah, you can add it now.
Never
but
do
you
it
can't-
again, you idiot.
You can't resolve it. Yeah, with that.
Yeah. All right.
I don't believe you did it in the first place.
What did the thingies tell you? Do you have any information? Also, you look pretty good naked.
Also, what was that?
That was a pile of corpses sewn together by the dwarf scion of Dorzanath.
He's okay. He was okay naked. Just okay.
Can we stop talking about that part of it?
From what I've seen,
What have you
what
seen?
have you seen? To just say it's okay.
The dwarf was also partially clothed. Shall we talk of him?
Yeah.
He sewed the things together, and he said that we are on the path that the claws, the Talon, has chosen for us. That we can defeat the claws, but the talons, but the claw will remain.
Stronger.
And that we are on a path, and that one amongst us may be leading us down this path.
Okay, cool. We're going to a path.
Or are we already on the path?
Oh, we're on
We're
a path.
on the path. They said we're on the path already, even though we have
Right.
banished 3 of their kind.
Oh.
Can we go back?
Can we just not go on the path?
Well, I don't feel like
I'm a big fan of not paths. Like
Yeah.
I often walk off path.
this is more of a metaphorical path, I believe, than an actual physical path.
Right. I'm unfamiliar with any of that style of magic that was used to make that terrible, gross thing.
I'm glad of that.
The fire's still going, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Is there any way you could, I don't know, look at that ash that was that thing and see what type of magic it was?
I will
Because you're a
examine
wizard.
that. I will examine that
I skulk in the corner.
ash. I go up to the ash, and I'm going to try to discern realities. Or wait, no, I have Enchanter. When you have time and safety with a magic item such as the ash from this being, I may ask the GM what it does.
It's probably an intelligence roll anyway. Yeah, this isn't really a magic item necessarily, but yeah, you can make a roll and then.
Look at it there.
Wow.
I rolled a
5.
7.
You rolled a 7 is
Yep.
the total.
Yep.
That's
not a spell.
Ask me a relatively specific question. Like, what do you?
Can I discern the type of magic that created this creature?
Demonic magic.
Well, I thought that was probably the case.
Yeah. Yep. There you
I
go.
feel like
Would you learn, wizard?
I feel
It
like
was demonic. It was demonic.
I feel like I'm just standing here, just shaking my head and.
How are you feeling, by the way? Is it hurting or itchy? Or...
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't even see it. I don't.
We can
No.
definitely
On
see
either
it.
side of a
It just looks like you
it's
put a
really-
necklace on top of a really large scar.
Yeah.
Nah, it's tickling me actually.
Oh.
It's like a little tickly.
Tickly.
We also found bodies, but they did not attack us. They were just dead.
Hey, they had like tattoos on them of your little hammer thing, which
It was more like markings, almost like scars.
oh.
What?
Like that. It was like that, but like hammers. Like
Yeah.
the hammer.
You know that not all of the villagers have these tattoos, but the ones that are most devoted
Right.
do.
Do you have this tattoo?
No.
Oh.
Not ready to vote to your hammer god.
You know why?
I fight for my god.
Well, you didn't get a tattoo.
I have one here.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
You know why?
Why does your plate mail have a gap there?
You know, you never know when you gotta go. It's like,
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh.
That's a good point.
You know why? Because you have feelings that you can't get rid of.
I'm still skulking in the corner. I'm still skulking.
What corner?
The corner of the.
I thought we were
It's a
like
square,
sort of
it's a
in the
square.
middle.
there's plenty of corners.
It's a square. It's got
There's
There's
a
houses all around. There's plenty of corners you could skulk in.
So did you hear us talk about that, or you just? When did you start skulking?
Well, I told him. Because we asked him.
Your
yeah.
priest friends are dead.
No, when you're talking about this, I was off on the side, just
Oh.
like in remorse. So yes.
Right. That's awkward. So
So you're not...
I'm away from you guys.
Yeah, but did you hear me say that you're not devoted?
No.
Oh.
I don't know. You guys are over there.
I
But
assume we walked over to you
Okay.
and share
I would
you
think
because
so.
you had a
Tell that
conversation.
it all washes. I'm not hearing you guys.
You are not devoted!
I snap out of it.
He's deeply in grief right now. His whole village got killed, as far as he knows.
Ugh.
Right, is there something we can do to stop that?
Do I feel the direction, like like an unwavering sense of direction toward the demon?
Oh yeah, you know where it is. There's a nearby mountain,
I hate that I feel
and
sorry
you
for
feel
him.
like you're being drawn to the heart of the mountain. You do know that there supposedly are dwarves. Like there's a
Right.
colony of dwarves that lives in that mountain.
Right.
However, as far as you know, they're like very reclusive. You have heard stories of people like from the village who have seen dwarves out and about, but mostly they've been those dwarves are really kind of. kept
But
to
they were
themselves.
generally peaceful. Like they go out and trade, but not, and they won't raid.
Yeah, you would never necessarily see anything like that. Yeah.
I know what I'll do. This always works with unintelligent creatures.
Mhm.
I'm going to turn into a puppy. Just real quick. So that's 9.
So hold one. Or hold 2.
So I turn into the most adorable little puppy, and I walk up to you, and I nuzzle you, and I lick your hands, and I just like cuddle you until you feel better.
I pick up the puppy and I say, "We're going to the mountain." I whisper it to you, and I tuck you under my arm.
Yeah, the puppy is wearing all of the druid's clothing, so it should be pretty clear exactly who the puppy is. You also know what's in the middle of the mountain because that was in your vision. It's like, so you know that location.
And I just start walking
I know.
toward the mountains.
I stay as a puppy for now.
Will you carry me too, Gerard?
I ignore. I just keep walking.
All right.
Oh wait,
What
I take the.
What about the horses,
I
Gerard?
keep walking.
Oh,
I'm assuming you put the horses in a stable somewhere near the edge of the
they
village.
probably will be no good in the mountain.
Yeah.
I let the horses free.
All right, and then.
But they
okay.
probably just hang out in grass nearby, not even caring.
Yeah, they're domesticated horses. They're not going anywhere.
Yes, they'll probably be dead in a week. There's wildlife out there. I apparently know the way the land works more than the druid.
So we're going to a mountain, even though you felt like the demon was
There.
in the water?
No. I just talked to the water to find, because
I
water's
see.
everywhere.
Yes.
It's all under.
Water's in us,
Right, exactly.
unlike demon blood.
Well, it's true because
Although
I
you're
make
also
water.
not talking to me right
daily.
now because I'm a wee puppy
Oh, I'm just thinking out loud.
and his little satchel. Just like sitting outside the satchel, like.
Choose someone to be a scout for this journey to the mountain. It's not like a full
I
journey,
set the
but we'll
puppy
have someone
down.
be a scout.
I shall be a puppy scout!
All right.
I have not done squat.
Oh.
I have not
You've
rolled
done
one.
play.
All right.
You've done play.
Quartermaster us then, if we need that.
Okay.
I'm not. Yeah, we don't. It's not a long enough journey for quartermaster,
All right.
or so we just need a scout.
Oh, do you want to be a scout?
Oh, go ahead, puppy.
Yeah, I mean it can be the if you're like comforting him, we can have the wizard or the thief roll. Yeah, make a
Yeah.
wisdom roll.
You're in the
It's my
basket.
first roll. 7.
7.
Yeah.
So that's succeed, but with a cost. So at a certain point, you are aware that you are surrounded, and there are people aiming weapons at you.
Like real people or dead
You
people?
don't know, you can't tell, but you know that you there are people, like you're in kind of a place where
Ooh.
it's really a good place for an ambush, and you've kind of stumbled into it, and now you are basically about to be ambushed.
But I have shoot first. You're never caught by surprise. When an enemy would get the drop on you, you get to act first instead.
All right, so you're gonna shoot at the enemy.
Yeah, with my tons of bows.
All right, go ahead, make a roll.
4. Do I add to it?
You got your dex, right?
Yeah. So 6.
Dude.
That's a miss. All right. So you missed the enemy.
Does she get a bonus for her fancy bow?
No, there's no bonus to hit, but it has a longer range. Like you wouldn't even be able to shoot at this distance.
I haven't been practicing, so I don't know how it works.
Great. So people come out of like kind of pop up. There's like at least like 20 people surrounding you, and they kind of pop up. They appear to be like humans.
And we all see this, not just her.
Not just her. Yeah.
But are they surrounding all of us? Or just me?
They're surrounding all of you. Like yeah.
We mean you no harm.
Hi.
One of them like pulls off like they're kind of wearing like like bandit scarves. One of them pulls a scarf down, and you notice it's someone from the village. It's
Marcus.
It's your brother, Marcus. He comes down and
I
he,
set the
he
puppy
puts his
down.
arms around you.
Oh.
What happened?
They came from the mountain, and they killed everyone. We barely escaped in time.
How many are left?
Just us.
20.
Sorry, I tried to shoot at you.
You notice among the 20 there are 2 dwarves that are just kind of not really making eye contact. They're just, looking down.
I hinge open the breastplate and I take out the wooden toy.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened to Philip?
He just like takes it and just like starts crying.
I give him the puppy.
He's not really sure what to do with the puppy. Wearing druid outfit, so but he holds it.
I walk towards the dwarves, and I will order them.
Oh my gosh.
By the power of Galbraith.
Tell me everything you know. 12.
Wow. So they either have to accept the order, run away, or attack
me.
you, right? They'll tell you everything they know.
Mm-hmm.
Something came up from below, deep under the mountain. It spread like a plague from one to the other. I think it was in the water that we drank. We were the only 2 to survive.
And how did you 2 to survive and the rest did not?
We were on an expedition. When we came back, everyone had already become sick. And it had started to take them one by one. Our entire clan.
And what are you doing with these villagers?
We were lost out in the wilderness, and we came and banded together with them for survival.
But do you know what happened to the rest of them? Did they tell you?
We know what happened. I'm sorry.
Your home and my home have been both destroyed.
By whatever was down there, deep below the earth.
It was Dorzanath.
Yes, we've heard that name.
The buried.
It's an ancient legend of our people.
So you are aware of this demon?
It was just a legend. We didn't think that it was real.
Was this demon once a dwarf?
I don't know. The legend says that the lower levels were forbidden for us to go too deep because of Dorzanath.
Did someone venture too deep in your clan?
I don't know. But every one of my clan, they are now the minions of Dorzanath. The mountain is filled with my people, what they've become. There's an army in there.
How many? How many? Where's your clan?
At least 14 score.
14 times 20.
I'm just a
Do-
puppy.
280
280 people.
I'm just a thief.
dwarves.
That's warriors, not counting women and children.
And they are.
Well, some of the women are warriors too, but I guess not counting the elderly and the children.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Seriously.
And that means.
Far too
But
many
they are
for us
all
to face.
infected too, the elderly and the children.
I believe so.
Cholera.
Have you sought any help from outside?
No,
Other
that's-
dwarven clans, maybe?
These people from the village were the first people we were able to contact.
Well, I only see 20 of these villagers left. Maybe, and I look to you guys, maybe we need a larger force for this. But at the same time, I don't want to kill infected just because they're infected.
A frontal assault on them seems suicidal.
Do you know a secret way inside?
There are many secret ways, although some of them are dangerous. Certainly not as dangerous as confronting my people and what they've become. There's the dragon's way.
Dragon.
Should not be happy about that.
Well, we can get you a thing for your thing.
Dragon is less dangerous than this demon.
Are there?
Your puppy does not agree.
It's a druid puppy. If you look at the.
Oh no, I've
vestments.
seen it. We have druids too.
Oh.
I'm just gonna turn back into me now.
Oh, what a surprise.
I was just seeing dragons aren't dangerous. They're just other creatures. They're not. You don't. They're not evil.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Will you be our guides into the alternate entrances?
Also, so you can trust us. We've defeated 3 demons already. It's on our resume. Feeling pretty confident about this one.
He kind of glances at the mark that you have. It may be that there were portents that someone like you might arrive. So yes, we will guide you. Well, I will guide you. My son here will stay.
Okay.
In case I don't come back, he will keep the memory of my people.
You didn't have to come. You could just like point.
I think to get through the caverns, we'll need a guide.
Just he sounds really worried.
Well, he should be.
I mean, that's.
You should all be worried.
Meh.
I go back to my brother, who's in charge here.
Your brother is.
Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus is in charge.
Yeah.
I tell him what happened with the bodies quickly.
Did Marcus get the hammer marking?
Does Marcus
He's
have
not
the hammer?
He does, yeah.
Oh, he does?
Oh, he's devoted.
I bet you have a secret.
Black sheep, black sheep.
Did you join the military to serve or to get wee?
To bunk with other men.
What are you speaking of?
What?
What's wrong with bunking with other men?
Unrelated.
What's wrong with bunking with other men?
There's nothing wrong
How do you
with
know?
that.
There's nothing
There's
wrong with it.
nothing
I'm
wrong
just
with
saying
it.
that's what his motivation
But that
was. I'm
means
just
why he
speculating.
feels maybe
with
no
other men
sexual
anywhere.
attraction to me. Oh, maybe you do. I don't know.
That's true. You could do that.
He could be attracted to both.
Hey.
That hammer swings both ways.
It actually swings no way, according to him.
Oh, that's true.
It didn't swing.
I have a vow to my god.
But
Yeah,
no,
but
it doesn't.
you're not. You something happened. You're hiding something. I'll figure it out. I will get to the bottom of it.
Why water? She
my
found
gosh.
this demon through water, and you said water was the first of your memories.
I can't tell you why my first memory is water. How? Can you tell me why you have the first memory of something or other?
I told you last time, and you apparently didn't remember. It was hammer striking an anvil.
And you know why that's your first memory?
Oh, maybe because my father and Marcus's father, both the same man, was a blacksmith,
It's good to know.
and my father's mother was a blacksmith.
Yay. I don't know. I went swimming.
I feel like
As a baby?
water is very, very common, and if we're going to start pointing
Seriously.
fingers at coincidences, let's talk about the fact that these demons seem to be attacking things that are important to you.
That is true. So they will attack Hillcrest next.
Is it because you like one of their daughters?
Hey,
I may or may not have memories of a child that was abandoned at a temple of Galbraith.
yay, memories. Okay.
Cool.
Let's
This is
go.
great. Let's go.
Let's go.
We should get a move on.
Have we healed up at this point, and do I have time to rememorize spells?
Does
It's up to
anyone?
you guys. You're gonna take a rest. You can take a
Does
rest.
anyone with these villages need help healing?
Yeah,
Well,
some of them do.
emotionally.
Yeah. Well, I can't do
You don't
that.
have to roll for it. You can say
Yeah,
that
I lay
you
hands.
heal
I
up,
do the
and
lay
also
hands.
everybody can kind of.
I have cure light wounds. I can go around and
I
try.
like-
Yeah,
Okay.
you help out the villagers, and you take a rest. You can heal your hit points back and maybe memorize spells.
I've never
And-
rolled hurt, so I
Yeah,
would
I'm
just
not
like
either.
to walk into the woods and try to find animals
I'm-
anywhere.
I'm just gonna.
Okay, there's some animals. Yeah, you kind of find
I'm
some
not
animals.
hurt
yeah.
either, so I'm gonna just walk around and just explore, just look around.
Okay, kind of get the lay of the land.
Yeah, 'cause I'm feeling kind of bummed. I don't know.
What's wrong?
I just feel like I don't know, like I'm not part of the group.
Because you're a
And
demon.
You're a demon? Is that it?
Who are you talking to with this?
talking to the woods.
Okay, you're monologuing into the woods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's hear your woods monologue.
Yeah.
I just don't feel what I felt when I first joined everybody. Like I felt part of something and a family-ish, maybe, because I never really had one. Uncle Ted doesn't count. And now I just feel useless and kind of just want to go off on my own. I don't want to be maybe a demon. I'm a thief because I just want to do things on my own. And what's that?
I wanted to see if you needed healing. Sorry to sneak up on you.
I don't need healing. I didn't fight. I didn't do anything. I just sat there and watched while Bunyan went into the water. I'm useless. You don't need me here.
You were more than useful. I feel that if you're the one holding the group together.
I've got this thing that I didn't ask for. I mean, I did go in willingly, but only just to find out to help you guys. What do I care? What do I care if you guys are hurt or whatever? I don't care.
I think without you, we would have no reason to be together, this group. I certainly wouldn't. I mean, I was given an assignment. And it was not just to find the wizard who burned down the temple of this village.
Okay.
It was to find out about your history.
Who cares about that? Who made you go on that stupid journey? There's nothing to know.
Do you know anything?
I remember a group of people. I remember a little bit of Gloom Ridge, which is destroyed.
You remember water? Were you on a ship?
No, I just remember it in front of me. I just remember looking at the water, thinking it looked beautiful, kind of wanted to drink it. And then I just remember this group of people who taught me how to steal, and Uncle Ted and some weird stuff. And I think I blocked a lot of it out, to be honest. And then just went on my own
And
as soon as I could. Like 12, maybe 11.
And you don't remember any time you spent at a temple in Gloomridge?
No, I remember a little bit. That's why I knew Gloomridge, but I don't really remember why I was there.
I was wondering why you were there when my father would send me on errands to Gloomridge to sell wares that he made. I remember seeing you there.
What?
I remember seeing a girl, a little girl.
Oh, there's tons of little girls. Blah.
And then I spoke to you sometimes, but you were always flitting around, hiding in shadows and climbing walls, and and
Backstabbing people.
and picking locks.
And disarming traps. You did so much trap
Finding and
disarming.
removing traps.
Why were there so many traps?
I couldn't get a word in otherwise. And when I was 12,
That sounds like me.
on my 12th name day, my father sent me on an errand, and I came there, and officially as a man of now on my 12th name day, I was looking for you and you were gone.
Yeah, I was with a bunch of random people, looting and just being nonconformists, and
So that's what you did. You ran away from the temple and started looting.
I was lured with this group of people that came and like they like, hey, let's have some fun and I'll teach you more stuff because these guys are boring. So I said, sure, why not? I don't get anything else to do around here. And then I left them at some point, ran into all y'all.
There's a gap between you leaving the temple and now.
I told you I was with a bunch of people and we did stuff together, like hunted.
What did you do with these people?
I'm telling you, why are you not listening? I'm literally telling you.
Do they all have terrible Cockney accents?
They all had
Oh,
terrible
city
Cockney
yourself.
accents. And we just went around looting and stealing. We had a lot of fires. And Uncle Ted did a bunch of magic tricks. And eventually I felt the same way I feel about this group. Like nobody really cared about me anymore. And I didn't feel like part of a family, so I just left. Went on my own. It's a thing that happens. Good grief.
Was Uncle Ted an entertainer, or was he an actual wizard?
Well, he didn't act like Inrod.
Did he actually perform magic?
Gosh, I remember flames coming out of him and
It's time to go.
a lot Oh, hey!
Oh, and the rest of the group catches up to
Hey,
him.
Yeah.
I got it.
what's your name, sir?
My name is Grimbra.
Hi, Grimbra.
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 All right, whatever.
Don't be
I wasn't
Grimbra.
It's
having a
not my
moment.
full name, but you couldn't pronounce the whole thing.
That's okay if you have a moment. You don't have to. It's,
No, we should go.
he's just antsy.
Oh, I'm antsy too. Let's just go.
I wouldn't mind hanging out and having moments for a while.
No, I'm good. Let's go.
But the wee dwarf wants to go.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Let's
only
go.
certain times when we can get through the door that I know.
Oh,
Hmm.
You don't want to walk directly into the dragon's way. In fact, it's hard to get up that high. The dragon has been sleeping more and more lately.
It's depression.
oh, so there's actually a dragon there. It's not just like named after a dragon.
There's a dragon there.
I'm very excited. Let's go.
Come with
Let's
me.
go.
All right, so you climb up the mountain, and you at first you're like, it looks like a cliff face, but there's a really cleverly concealed path that, and actually stone steps that from below you would never be able to see, but
This
the
is
dwarf.
so cleverly concealed.
Yeah, the
Are you
dwarf
sure
finds
you
it
are
and you're able to.
excellent?
Are you sure
able
you
to
want to
go
be
up.
on this and not off of it?
Yeah.
I was just about to say, is it really cleverly concealed? Wouldn't it be more cleverly concealed if it were just a mountainside that you walked on?
Do you want to be a mountain goat?
No, because
Nice. I can
because
walk
it looks like it's just a sheer cliff face, but there's a path leading up it, and from below you can't see the path. So yeah, it's cleverly
Oh,
concealed.
clever.
It takes a lot to impress the druid.
Wow, clearly.
Are you mocking some
I can
aspect
turn
of...
into animals. I don't care about anything else.
Look how clever it's concealed. You're mocking some aspect of
Of civilization.
Oh, I see. This is not really. I don't feel like this. Plus, it's like, do I get a point for that? Because I'm the one who brought it up. So I don't really get
Actually, he brought it up.
Oh, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I feel like you're kind of stretching it. Anyway,
Rewind it
at the
and
top
watch.
there's a like a little kind of not a landing, but like like a stone shelf, and there's what appears to be a brick wall, or not a brick wall, but a stone wall. The dwarf kind of touches it in a few places and puts his hands on it, and then he presses, and it the seam appears, and he's able to open this door, and he motions for you to enter.
I go in first.
All right.
Of course he does. I remember light, so I will try and cast light. 8, 9, 10.
Great. So yeah, you got light.
Where's the dragon exactly?
This way.
The dragon's this way.
Yes, the dragon is this way.
Great. Just checking.
How long has she been traveling with you?
Lost count of how many thousands of yards we've been together.
I'm surprised you're still alive.
Yeah, good point. I kind of like her. Kind of like hanging out with her, so we keep her around, Puppies.
After you.
No,
things
after
interesting.
you.
No, after you.
All right.
Okay.
Grimbra.
You go through, and he closes the door again, sealing it up behind you. So the only light is this light coming from the wizard's staff. And
Just to make sure, no offense or anything.
He's with us.
Yes, you're not the demon, are you? Just making sure.
well, if I was the demon, do you think I would tell you I was the demon?
That's a very
Good
good point. Should we kill you now? I'm just kidding.
Can you sense demon on him? Because you can connect with them.
No, I don't. I don't feel demon on him.
All right. He says, I'm going to go ahead for a bit. And he leads you down the passageway, and then he kind of leaves you at one place, and then he goes ahead for a bit, and he comes back, and he says, I think the dragon is sleeping, but I would probably dim that light.
Pull off the eraser.
You could cover it, yeah, or you can
I think we'll just cover it because we're going to need
a
light
bit of,
at
just a
some
little
point.
bit of light. Okay.
Okay.
Wrap it.
Grimbrow says, "Do not touch the dragon's treasure.
What's the dragon's treasure?
Oh,
Do not touch it.
Well,
It
what-
is
Gilcrest, do not touch the
What
dragon's
is a
treasure.
dragon considered treasure? Just wondering. Like if it's,
Literally, everything. It's just like a whole
but like
hoard of
if it's
treasure.
poo, he might consider that treasure because it could be good manure. And I don't find that delightful.
No, the word treasure is in no way ambiguous in my usage of it here. I literally mean treasure. It's not a metaphorical treasure. It's not the
Listen.
treasure was within you all along. It's not what a dragon thinks. It's what we
Well-
all think treasure is. But
Yeah, what the
the
hell?
main thing, no, it's fine. It's a ways down them. But do not touch the treasure. Do not touch the treasure.
If we were to find a dragon scale,
Do not seek the treasure.
What if we touch the treasure? I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Do you need a dragon scale?
I could use some bit of dragon.
Can we deal with the dragon after we deal with the demon?
Sure, right? Yes.
But don't we have to go buy the dragon to
Let us
see the
not
demon?
wake the dragon at this point.
Can maybe
I'm
the
gonna-
dragon help us in defeating the demon?
I'm gonna cozy up next to Hillcrest and just sort of touch your elbow and wink at you. We should go.
Let's go.
You are the most unsubtle adventurers
I have a
I have
question.
ever met.
I
in my
didn't
life.
wink at him. I winked at him.
Yeah, well, I saw you
Hey,
winking.
I'm really good at side winking.
Grimbra, is the dragon
he
male?
he starts walking
Is the
off
dragon male or female?
down the passageway.
Let's ask the dragon.
Well, he or she's sleeping.
Let's not wake the dragon, shall
You don't have to.
As you get farther down the passageway, there is a heat and a light coming from up ahead, a dim reddish light. And you, the passageway.
I'll change the light of mine to match the red.
Okay, the passageway opens up into a large vaulted room. At the far end from where you are, you can see what looks like a cave opening, and beyond that, you can see the stars. Obviously, it's become night while you were traveling through this passage. There are gigantic carved pillars in this room, and in the middle of this room, there is a huge pile of treasure, and coiled upon it is a large dragon. You've never seen, you may have seen one before in carvings, but you've never actually seen a living dragon before. It actually, there is a glow coming from it, like the dragon itself seems to be glowing with an inner flame, and there is a heat, and you can see it breathing slowly in and out.
We should all definitely keep going. And
The dwarf kind of goes up against the wall and kind of motions for you to come the way he's going, kind of staying close to the wall and as far as possible away from the dragon.
I've got my eyes out for any scrap of dragon that may have fallen off him.
I'm sure he might have pooped somewhere. That would work.
Probably would not consider.
I hold up the tail of the group and I invite Hillcrest to help me guard the end.
Yeah.
Make a wisdom roll.
6, 7, 8.
All right. Yes, you do spot a dragon scale. It is, however,
Attached to the dragon.
It is not close. It is beneath the dragon's tail, near the edge of the hoard, but on top of the dragon's hoard, there is a scale of the dragon sitting there.
See? Oh,
Yeah.
I see what you're looking at.
I see it too, Indra.
Let's go.
If you continue,
We
we'll
will
take
find
care
the
of it for
demon.
you.
Yeah, we can help you.
Don't worry, just keep going.
We're looking for the wrong D. Not dragon, demon. Demon, not
You're
dragon.
not in this conversation. We're
Yeah.
whispering very quiet.
Look, see?
What are you gonna do?
Check my wisdom. I rolled low, so yes, I'm going to accept their offer.
Wait.
I
stopped. I stopped.
We must keep moving. We can't stay in this chamber.
Right, keep going, keep
Yeah,
going.
keep going. I gotta pee.
I will
No.
help you.
What?
We can't separate. We have
What
to stay
do you
together.
want?
You go, you go.
Hugo.
We're not.
Go ahead.
Go.
You have the bravest and strongest among
so
you. This one
adorable.
can turn into like a really tall, weird thing. You're so good, that thing you said you did, that I guess I'll believe.
Grimbra,
Are you
so
determined to stay here?
adorable.
Hillcrest, are you determined to stay here?
I'm just gonna go to the bathroom.
Mhm.
All right?
I'll wait for you.
No, go.
No, go.
I point to the opening with the stars. Right?
Yeah. Go.
Look at the stars.
What is wrong with you? Why do you make me talk so
See
much?
how they shine for you and
Oh
all
my
of the things you do?
God. Just go. You're annoying me.
And it was all yellow. What is he talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Can you just go?
I go.
You hear a rumbling sound,
Go
a
quickly.
deep rumbling sound, and at first you think the earth is moving, the stones grind together, and then you realize it is a voice far deeper than any voice you've ever heard. And the voice says, "I hear you."
Is only he the one that hears it?
All of you hear it.
Oh.
Go quickly, go.
You see that the dragon's head has lifted up above, and its eyes are they're looking at all of you.
Do we
What
know
color are
do
the
we know
eyes?
the dragon's
The
name?
eyes are fiery red, and
Not
there's a
white?
glow coming from it.
Do we know the dragon's name?
Are you asking
Aye.
Grimbrow? No.
Okay, great. Go.
They're red, not white. Not glowing white.
No.
Okay.
I am not going to wait. I am going to go.
So you're
Continuing along. Is there like
you're not really sure what, like the dwarf has stopped. He's no longer
He's no longer
guiding you,
guiding.
and you're not sure where exactly he was going.
all right then? We yeah.
So you can like just head in that direction if you want, but
I'm
yeah.
not going without the dwarf. I
Okay.
don't know where I'm going.
The dwarf is just kind of like is just standing
Just
there.
go, it's fine, it's fine.
Can I hit the dragon finally with?
No!
Oh.
Do not hit him!
With poison.
No! No!
What do you want to
They're
do?
armored.
Took time.
Oh, okay. Become a dragon.
I can't do that yet, but I'm working on it.
Okay.
Okay, I would just walk right up to him, very excited. Great and mighty dragon. Oh, praise be to you. Praise be to. Oh my God.
Meanwhile,
I cannot tell you how honored I am to meet you and to be here with you. There is a terrible, terrible presence that has taken over your mountain, and I beg your help in defeating it. We cannot do this without your mighty power.
meanwhile,
And I'm utterly sincere. Seriously?
Are you stealing something?
I'm trying to get his little.
Trying to get the scale.
Yeah.
Make a dex roll. You make a charisma roll.
Ah,
7.
Seven.
missed it.
Seven.
Okay.
7. All right.
That's amazing.
We'll swing back around.
Can I add a spirit tongue bonus to my charisma?
A spirit tongue bonus?
Right, because I speak with creatures of the wild as though it's my native language.
Nah.
Literally anything but charisma is what I'm hoping for.
It's an 8. That's not bad.
That's an 8.
What's in it for me?
Oh, I mean, there's a demon literally in your mountain, so I guess what would be in it for you would be that the demon's not there anymore. You know, the dwarves, they're like zombies now. They're no longer mining for gold, they're doing demon things. I would assume it'd be annoying to you, but maybe you're just so great and mighty it doesn't affect you, and if so, then I am sorry to bother you. If there's anything I can do, any kind of servitude or anything, I would honestly just love to hang out with you for a long time. You're so cool.
Your little friend is messing around in my horde.
That is probably true. It's because she's overwhelmed by the amazingness.
That's bullshit.
No,
She's
no,
trying
you.
to steal from me.
Right, I know, because she's overwhelmed by how cool this is. But she's specifically just taking a dragon's scale. Probably.
As you reach towards the scale, like the dragon's tail goes slam, like right in
Ow.
front of you. Like it doesn't hit you, but it slams down right on top of like where you were, and like and it's
Hillcrest, why didn't you come here, love?
Okay.
Great and mighty dragon, may I ask your name? Or just what we may call you? Your preferred title? Master Dragon? Sir? Mrs. Oh, shit, sorry.
Ooh, Lord Dragon.
Lady.
I am Moglin, belly of the forge.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Moglin?
Moglin?
Moglin.
Do I have to call you Moglin Belly of the Forge or just Moglin?
Or like Mr. Forge.
Yeah. I just want to make sure we're happy here.
You're being very,
Yes. Yes, they are.
very insouciant. While meeting a dragon, I've never seen such insouciance.
You're such a
That's a
loquacious
big
dragon,
word.
that's pretty cool.
That's a big
I'll tell
word.
you what I'll
I don't
do.
even know what it means.
Sir, yes, sir.
I will let you pass through this vault without killing you.
Oh.
But you will have to give me something in return.
Anything.
Cool.
I want to eat one of you.
Oh. I have less power over agreeing to that. Is there anything else?
The dwarf steps forward and says, "You can eat me."
No, I feel like that's a bit, no.
Yeah, don't.
Moglin,
Question.
I have 450 gold pieces.
What's he going to do with that? He's got a treasure. Do you want to add to your treasure? By the way, can I have a part of your tail? Just the one that's going to fall off.
Like a scale, just
yeah.
a scale.
You know, you're going to shed it.
Maybe now's not the time.
No.
Maybe later. Moglin, question.
I'll give you 10 seconds to decide.
Can you eat
Either I
zombie
eat
dwarves?
you, or I eat this one.
You can eat me.
No. Well, sir, how do you feel about zombie dwarves? Can you eat them as well? Because I've got about
5
280 of them.
seconds.
Well, can you answer, please, her question?
Yes, it's just we're talking about menu options.
Yeah.
I
No,
go with
no,
divine authority.
Okay.
On a dragon.
What are you saying?
I'm saying, with the respect that you deserve, mighty dragon, and my god, and the quest that my god had given me, we need your help in defeating this demon.
All right, roll.
Oh wow.
Not interested in the gold.
8.
He's kind of got a lot of it.
Yeah.
8.
The number
about more
8, because he's gonna 8 ya.
What else do we have?
It still has consequences.
All right. The dragon says, "All right, I will also help you defeat this demon. I'm still eating the dwarf, though."
No, man.
Eat me instead.
No.
Ugh. Yeah, eat him.
What about all the other dwarves?
Grimbrow says, "No,
Grimbrow.
it's for the best.
But aren't you like the last of
Grimbrow.
No, my son, I left him outside.
Right. Well, you can't
Let-
repopulate.
Let me
again.
do this. Let me.
We'll talk about it later. Let's defeat the demon first.
I think I'm staying here.
Oh.
The doorway is over there."
All right. Cool. I'm leaving.
I feel like this
See
goes
if you-
against my paladin thing, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't.
If you could lead the demon up here, then perhaps the dragon can help you defeat it.
Can I bargain with this guy? You can eat him after the demon. But see, I'd still be lying if I'd still be lying if I.
Like I feel like if someone is willing to give themselves
Okay.
up to sacrifice for a greater good, then it's like you can't really stop that unless you're going to try to kill the dragon. You did make a vow that you would not leave. You would not like let any evil creatures live.
Is this evil? Is this dragon
No,
evil?
it's
I
not
mean,
evil.
It's tough to say.
It's not tough to say. It's not evil just because you don't understand it.
Good.
No, it's just different. You're all so close-minded.
But it might be
Gerard, the
something
easy
you
thing
you
to
make
do
that
here-
decision on the way out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I gotta think about it. But we need the dragon's help in defeating the demon. Let's get rid of the demon first.
Then we're leaving the bravest dwarf I've ever met.
Grimbra.
Grimbra.
Try
But
it.
he tells us where to go first, right?
He showed us the door.
Yeah. the
Thank
door.
you, Grimra. If you're not here when we come back, I will avenge you.
He bows deeply so that his
Shall tell your
beard
son your
touches
glory.
the ground. He bows more deeply than you've ever seen anyone bow, and then he stands up.
Did you just in front of the dragon say that you
No,
would
I
kill-
whispered it to him.
Okay, great.
Because the dragon's shown he has no great hearing.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah, the dragon just is sitting there still and inscrutable,
Muggle.
and I'm assuming the rest of you.
Towards the door.
That was far less successful than I hoped.
Yes.
Don't worry. I'm gonna get you that little thingy. Or of his poo.
As you're walking out, it seems that when the dragon slammed its tail down, the scale flew over towards the door, so you're able to gather it up on the way out.
Psst, psst.
Hey, do you like me more now?
As you are about to go through the door, you hear Grimbrow say, "Watch out for traps!"
Is it
Guys.
Grimbrow or Grimbra?
Grimbra, I thought.
Grimbra.
Like Erin Grimbra.
It depends on which part of which dwarven kingdom you're from. If you're from the
okay.
southern
Hey.
dwarven kingdom or northern.
These are the
dwarven.
mountainous ones, so yeah.
Yeah.
I can find some traps and tricks.
Then you
Oh,
must
yeah.
take the lead.
Right, look for
All right,
traps and
I
tricks.
will.
Okay, oh, it's alright.
Why is your voice changing?
Because she's got skills.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, I gave him the scale.
No, not scale, skills.
I gave him the scale.
I go walk forward.
I walk forward.
No, I have to go first.
Well, then hurry up and stop
Okay.
punning.
All right,
I've
so
already
looking
walked
for
forward.
traps.
Too
What
late,
is
I already worked.
you're looking for traps. What's the roll?
Hold paladin.
Oh, that's not a good roll.
It's not a good roll.
No traps. No
But
traps. I
I
walk forward.
Plus your dexterity.
6. Still not, It's
All right.
I would recommend you swap out your dice as well.
Great. So as you walk through the first hallway, which appears to be carved, like it's the carvings here are less elegant. This is obviously somewhat supposed to be a somewhat secret hallway, but you snap a like wire that is crossing the passageway in front of you, and some darts shoot out. Everybody make a defy danger roll based on dex.
Wait, here, give me these ones. I don't want to roll. Although I can.
10.
All right, you're good.
3.
You're gonna take a die 6 of damage.
9.
4.
You'll take 1 point of damage.
8.
You'll take 1 point of damage.
Oh, wait, but do I get 0 because of my armor?
Yeah, you can remove your armor. Yeah, if you have armor, you can remove it from the damage.
I walk over and I pull it out of the bag, throw it on the ground, and say, "Pay attention!"
What?
Are there more traps?
Yeah.
I
You
keep
go.
rolling?
You go forward. You go down a spiral staircase, and you come to a larger room. There's 2 iron statues here of dwarves. Make a roll.
8. Do I have to put them?
So what is the trap skill you have there?
Oh.
The move. What is
Oh,
it?
Seven.
it's 10 with the add with the dex.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh no, it's 8. So it is 10 with the add. Yeah. So what does it say?
10, hold 3.
Yeah. So you get to choose 3 of those things.
Oh,
I think
I
it's
see.
all of them.
Okay,
But
okay.
go ahead.
Is
and
there a
ask.
trap here? And if so, what activates it?
Yes, there is a trap. It's activated by walking in front of the gaze of these 2 statues,
Okay.
which are like standing on either side of you, basically like looking into the.
Don't look at the eyes.
Over the hallway. Like if you walk in front of them, if you walk between them and where their gaze is, then that will activate the trap.
Guys, don't. Okay, just hold on a second. What does the trap do when activated?
It looks like these. Now that you see it, these statues look like they're mechanical, like they could move and they have joints, like articulated joints. So each of them is holding a gigantic axe.
So, based on my knowledge of my time in the forest and what I've gathered, these guys are mechanical and have an axe, and they will chop us to bits. But I have one more thing I need to look at. What else is hidden here?
There is a on the other side of the room. There is a hidden lever, or switch. It looks like it might deactivate the trap.
They made it a really bad planning here because I think there's a lever or a lever, depending if you're the north or the south. And if we pull it, I'm pretty sure that this thing's whole gonna be fine.
Okay, I will turn into a bug or something tiny.
Okay.
9.
All right. You're a tiny bug.
And I go to the other side of the room where she told me the lever was.
Okay. How are you getting there?
I'm crawling on the wall. Like
Okay.
in the corner
All
of the
right.
tower.
Okay. And so not between the dwarves, the giant mechanical dwarves.
no,
Right.
of
Right.
course
Okay. So
not.
you're on the other side. Yeah.
Like a seam in the wall.
All right.
And I'm on the other side. And is it behind the dwarves, the lever? Where's it?
So on the other side of the room, there's like a passageway, and it's on like within that passageway on the wall. It's kind of a partially hidden lever. Like it looks like part of the there's kind of an ornamental, carvings, and part of those carvings are you see there's like a seam, and you can pull them out. You can pull
Bonnie,
them
look how well concealed it is.
Thank you. Cheers. But is it behind the dwarves? I'm wondering if while I'm at the lever, if I'm in their eye line.
You're not. No, you're past. The eye line
Okay,
is
and I
like
just
you
turn
walk.
into
The
being
eye
pulled.
line is just kind of the middle of the room. What? Okay.
Whoop.
Great. As you turn back into yourself, you hear behind you, because you're facing into the room, you hear a.
Okay, I'm still gonna pull. The
Okay,
lever.
you pull the lever. I'm gonna let you make a defy danger. Make a dex roll.
Okay. 9.
You can either take damage from this attack, or you can roll into the room in full gaze of these creatures.
I've already pulled the lever.
That's true.
This ain't the statues I'm thinking.
I'm going to walk into the room. What was that?
Well, I mean, you have to dodge into the room. You can't just walk in.
Roll into the room and look way cooler.
Yeah.
I somersault into the room.
All right.
What was that?
An axe barely misses you, and you see behind you there is a dwarf with like white eyes, pale eyes, and it's got like
Zombie dwarf! Zombie dwarf!
It's like Go ahead. Shooting an arrow.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
With poison on it, by the way.
Okay.
What is this? Oh, it's a 1 or 5. But do I add? What
With
is
your dex is a 7.
Yeah, 7.
Okay, so you got to choose either put yourself into danger, or mark off ammunition, or like there's various things because you succeeded in the hit, but you have to
I can mark off ammunition.
All right, mark off some ammunition.
Because you've got so many arrows.
I know.
And bows.
So how far away is it? I have to just walk past the statues through the passageway into the room, and that's where the zombie dwarf.
The zombie dwarf is standing in the passageway by the lever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So good. So you marked off the ammunition. How much damage you do? Roll your damage.
Should say right here.
Yeah, it should be right there on your
D6? D8.
D8.
Oh, thank you. 3.
All right, it's got an arrow sticking out of it.
So I take away 3.
Yeah.
No,
That's not for you.
his
That's
guy.
Oh,
the
that's
damage
him.
to the
Oh,
creature.
okay.
Jorad.
I run and hack and slash it.
All right. Go ahead.
Hack and slash. Hack and slash.
11.
All right, roll your damage.
Yeah. I guess it hacks and
7.
slashes.
All right, so you go running up and like just like smash its head against the wall, and like there's like it kind of steams a bit. Like there's the holy might of your hammer like kind of burns it, and it like falls down, and it like withers and it stops moving. Yeah.
I helped.
Yeah, you smash it again. Yeah, it's gone. It's destroyed.
I should know. I can't. I shouldn't. It's not. He's not to blame. It's the demon. Anyway.
All right.
Whoa.
So you've gotten past the trap. You hear up ahead through the passageway. There's no light coming, but there is a sound of sounds like kind of a susurrus, sort of like a.
Is my
Like
burn?
a
Am I
group
burning?
of-
Yeah, you feel like there's definitely something going on, and you feel like you're very close to where the demon is. Yeah.
Guys, we're close.
Like within 1,000 yards.
At least.
So we'll just go then, right? Or did we
Yeah.
need to make a plan? We've never done that before, so why start
Why start now? Although we could lure it up towards the dragon, which could help us.
Yeah,
Yes.
we need to find a way to lure it. Sure. Yeah.
Can you lure it?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like I can.
All right.
I'm gonna feel inside the scars I've done before and channel.
All right.
I'm gonna get behind you as opposed to like 100 yards in front of you, so that I'm not in between you and the demon.
For some reason, I can channel it. I don't know why. It's so weird, but alright.
Yeah, no idea.
It's
No
strange.
idea. It's
Very
very
weird.
surprising.
Very unusual.
All right. Make a wisdom roll.
6.
All right. So you reach out.
Great.
You reach out to whatever's there in the other room, and you sense the demon and Dorzanath the buried. This is the most powerful one that you've reached out to so far, and you can feel that its power goes deep into the roots of the earth. Currently, it is you can sense that on the other side of the room there are the entire colony of dwarves, and it is inside of them. That is where it is, and as you are aware of it, it is also aware of you very vividly. And there's almost like a bit of a cackle of glee as there's some feedback, and you feel something pass back along that connection and go inside of you. Then the dwarves, all of them, are flooding the passageway. You know they are coming towards you right now. All 250 of them, they're charging down the passageway.
Hildress, did you
towards
get
your
its attention?
location. They are coming.
I think so.
Dorzanath is coming. You hear the susurrus now is increased in sound. You hear like the horrible whisperings and the pound of many heavy feet. And Dorzanath is coming. All right, so what are you doing?
Pull the lever back up.
Put the lever.
We have to get past it.
I start to
Wait,
lead
we're
them
all
towards the
past it.
dragon.
Go good past.
Am I-
Wait till they get
am I-
past it and
am I-
pull the lever back.
but
But
am
then
I-
you're trapped there.
I'll wait.
Am I capable? Am I immobile?
You can move. Yeah, you're completely mobile. Yeah.
And I have the
you
will-
felt
I-
something enter you, but now you.
But I
you-
still have my full capacity.
Yeah, you feel totally
Okay.
normal in yourself. Yeah.
All right, so I start running.
All
with
right.
them
to-
So
following.
you,
Yeah,
so
back
she,
to
yes,
the
she
dragon.
starts running up the stairs.
I'm running to the
Running
dragon.
You're running up the stairs. The paladin stays, so you pull the lever.
Yeah, until they're all past the statues, then pull the lever.
Why?
Then
Okay.
I'll go.
All right, so you run past the statues.
Yeah, why?
Make a dex roll as these two axes
Right.
come flying down at you.
Why do you need to?
We
pull
should have left the
lever?
druid to do that. She could have crawled past.
He's not a thinker.
He's not.
Yeah. What'd you get?
Dex, right?
Yeah.
10.
All right, so you're fine. You're past these two axes and you're running up the stairs. Behind you, like these things are coming into the passageway, and the two creatures start like attacking these the dwarves, but they're overwhelming them. But you're able to like kind of go up the stairs. So you come up into the into the passageway, and then finally all the way up, and you come out into where the dragon's lair is.
Morgan, we got you a food delivery.
The dragon is
Postmates.
standing there right where the passage is, just like waiting for stuff to come.
His mouth was open next to
As you like kind of like, I'm assuming you're getting out of the way, but the dragon just like breathes fire
Off beside
down
behind
into the passageway, and they still are coming out. Like there's so many of them that they're like kind of still. And the dragon is fighting them. Like, oh, what are all of you doing? Like it might lose this battle theoretically. Yeah.
I will also help with fire.
All right. Oh wow, a 12. So yeah, you're able to like.
a 15.
Yeah, you're able to actually channel some of the dragon's fire so that it now like you were able to burn like huge swaths of these creatures like away from the dragon.
Are they still
and now,
dwarf looking, or they're mutated now?
they look like dwarves, but like dwarves with their eyes are completely white and their beards are all completely white, and they
even the women's beards too, right?
yeah, all of the beards are white, the men and women's beards, and they're like pale and they move kind of in a disturbing
Santa
sort
Claus.
of
As I'm
creepy
throwing
way.
fire at them, I'm going, Hillgrass, look, I'm like a dragon, I'm like a dragon.
All right, what are you doing?
It worked so well before. I'm gonna try to mimic.
You gonna mimic the
I'm gonna
dragon?
try and mimic the dragon.
All right.
Oh,
All right.
wow.
This is gonna be interesting here. Oh, that roll doesn't look good. Oh wait, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
So are you gonna forget the
I'm
spell?
gonna
or-
forget the spell at this point. Yeah. 'Cause
All
that's
right. So now there are two. There are two. The dragon's kind of like. Whatever. Keeps fighting off these creatures, and now you're able to like breathe gouts of flame at
What does that
the
look like
creatures.
when you turn
Yeah.
into a dragon?
Yeah. What does it
Oh,
look like?
it is a instant transformation. The air gets shoved apart by the bright orange glow of the transformation. And then,
Rotoscoped?
whoop. No, this is a
This is-
digital transformation. This
okay.
is you can tell they went to an A-list shop to get this visual
Okay.
effect done.
Okay.
So
Where
cool.
the air shimmers and glows, and you can just feel the oomph in your chest as this transformation takes place.
I have a question. How confined is this space?
It's a wide open space.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So we're not like squished.
You're not squished.
Okay.
These things are streaming out of
I
this
was just
small
distracted.
passageway, though.
I
So
already
there is
thought about
like
that.
Alright.
if they weren't like didn't care about being hurt or killed, like you would be in really good shape, because strategically you're in a very good position because they're being channeled through this narrow passageway, but they are streaming out so
They don't
quickly
care.
that it's still like some of them are like going to the side, some of them are like climbing up the walls,
Oh,
like they are coming out of this
Okay.
thing in large numbers. So what are you doing?
They need my help, huh? Okay. Well, I'm going to. Oh yeah, all right. I'm gonna fling another bow and arrow at them.
Clatter. That's really confusing for them.
Fling it at them, but I'm gonna try to put my golden root. The target treats the next creature they see as a. But they might see each other, huh?
Yeah. Also, they're undead, so that's not going to work on
Can
them.
they
Poison
fall in-
doesn't work on
Oh,
undead.
it doesn't.
No.
But I can still throw my bow and arrow at them.
You can
right?
still shoot arrows. Yeah,
Well,
here.
that-
Probably just the arrow.
Yeah, you can shoot some arrows. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try. Keep practicing. You know,
It's
one
a
day.
new bow.
Make a roll.
It's a
Make a
new
roll.
time. Well, yeah. supposed to be a great bow. Oh my god, 3. What was it? Am I adding anything here with the?
You add your dex.
It doesn't matter. 5. Ugh. I'm just gonna steal stuff.
All right. Well, you are being swarmed by these creatures. They're all around you.
Can I use my? Can I like do something with this to talk to them?
You can try to if you want. Yeah.
Yeah,
Make a wisdom roll.
Since I'm not gonna hurt them. Jesus. 4.
What's your wisdom?
0.
Oh, jeez. You're gonna take a die 10 of damage as they're like clawing you and biting you.
-1 because of your armor.
Oh, so 4. Okay.
Yeah, so they're clawing you and biting you, but they're also whispering in your ear, and you can feel that there's something inside of you that is kind of resonating with what they're saying. They're like whispering some sort of strange like, and you can feel that there's like they are connecting with you. What are you doing?
Go to one of the support pillars.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Make a strength roll. Yeah.
Please don't.
Why? It's just treasure.
And everyone in the room.
Everyone in the room. That's all.
I mean, yeah.
I'll give you time to leave. Like, I mean, can they, or are we just surrounded now?
You're not surrounded. She is, like, you could help her out. Like, she's covered with stuff. The 2 dragons right now are doing pretty good. The flamethrower lady's doing pretty good. Right now, it seems like you have the upper hand, but this is not a good situation.
All right, yeah, you're right. Then I got to do that. All right. In that case,
I mean, if you knock the pillar out, you might literally collapse the entire ceiling on everybody.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
that is possible.
You're right. All right.
It does seem like a dumb thing that you would do.
Mm-hmm.
Hack and slash. Oh god. -5. 5.
All right. Yeah, you'll take die 10 of damage.
A 1. So no.
Oh.
Yeah. So they're like cling cling clang pow pow pow.
Yeah.
Stand there. That's all you do for your hack and slash. Is go, hey.
That plate mail looks good, Paladin.
The dragon speaks. The second
I'm
dragon.
the real dragon here. Quit making fun of my voice. I'm not making fun That's of you. how I talk. That's how I talk. You don't talk like that. I talk like this. I talk like that. I'm the dragon.
Boys, you're both pretty. Please burn the dwarves.
From out of the darkness, Grimbrow appears, swinging an axe, and he's like hacking these things down. Yeah.
I'm gonna get eaten.
You didn't get eaten.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. Back around over here. Unless anybody wants to do anything in particular.
try to
Yeah, these
rescue
things
her
are still. Well, yeah, you kind of just did.
that.
So.
I will turn my flames to help them.
All right. You have like hold something because you rolled so
get
high.
3 holds.
Okay.
Or,
So you
sorry,
used.
hold on.
You used. I think. Yeah.
I think it's 2 holds.
And go.
I 2.
So you used 1. So the other one you can use to like. Yeah. The flames come and burn the creatures away that are near you. So now she is no longer surrounded.
And then
by
I
those
go,
things.
now kiss.
All right. What are you doing?
I think I need to still continue to breathe flame and slash at these dwarves coming out through the opening.
All right. Make a dex roll.
No bonus. 8.
All right. You will take damage, so you'll turn back into a wizard. But you. Before that happens, you're able to burn up a whole bunch of these things, and with the other dragon's help, you're basically able to kind of finish them off. So you turn back into a human. You're victorious in the battle at this point, you feel the essence of Dorzanath dissipate. Dorzanath no longer is here. Or if there is Dorzanath, there's just the faintest whisper of the existence of that creature. But you're not sure where from.
Where would that be?
Whisper.
Yeah, I feel
like
that's from over here.
It's like it's in the room, but like not anywhere.
Yeah. The dragon says, "You're very brave."
Thanks.
Thank you for your assistance, mighty dragon.
I just bow really low.
Moglin? my dear friend Bonin is a true fan of yours.
It's true.
Can you just, I don't know.
What are you asking?
I don't know what I'm asking, but can you just like nuzzle her? I mean, she'd appreciate it, and I really care for her. I won't steal anything while you're nuzzling. Just, I want to do something nice for her, okay?
Is this really happening?
Well, he hasn't said yes, but I know.
It was
Give
an
a
honor to
shot.
mimic you.
I never intended to eat the dwarf. It was a
Aw.
test of bravery.
It was also, I guess, a test of like,
Oh,
if we'd said yes, then we would be assholes.
You all tried to take his place. Well, except for you.
I
Yeah.
tried to offer you gold.
Yes.
I am not brave.
But for the rest of you, I have gifts.
Do you think you would have been able to defeat them by yourself had they come out?
I would not.
Can we just get the gifts?
I just wanted to show him that if it weren't for our help,
Well, he knows.
they would have attacked him anyway.
Why?
Yeah.
We need
Yeah,
to
why are you
point that
doing
out.
this?
If it weren't for his help, we would be dead.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we all work
so-
together is what I'm saying.
We know!
So you want to shake hands?
You're very brave, but you don't get along very well. You should perhaps work on that.
On the contrary, I feel like I'm-
Cooperation is is for success.
That's very
Bonnie and I,
We
though,
were successful, though, I
we
will say
get
that.
along very well. We're besties. I mean,
For
anyway.
you, there's this. This is an ancient weapon forged by the dwarves when the dragons and the dwarves were allies, and when demons walked the earth. And he gives you a dagger.
Oh, and this
Like-
dagger can defeat demons better?
It seems to be really, it's somewhat ornate, and it has into the hilt of it is carved a dragon, and the balance is excellent. Perhaps it's magical.
Oh my, thank you, Moglin.
You should.
Mowgli?
Moglin?
Moglin.
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 Moglin. Forge belly.
Belly of the forge.
Either way.
Depends on where you're from. No, it's not.
Or just.
Do you want me to nuzzle you, or would you rather have
Here's okay.
some tangible thing that will help you in your journey?
What I would like is the opportunity to spend time studying your spirit. Only takes like an hour or so.
I accept.
Okay.
Yay!
It's really
And
cool.
you already got your scale, so I think you're good.
You
Thank
didn't
you.
you didn't say you'd get
Well, then-
eaten.
I offered.
You said the dwarves and dragons were allies once.
Long, long ago,
Perhaps
yes.
they can be allies
The-
again.
That's what I was
But
about
there's
to say.
only one or two dwarves left.
His
So
him,
it would be really easy.
his son is outside, and I believe they are the only ones remaining of this tribe.
I see a problem.
They can't have
Perhaps-
reproduced-
That's not new.
Perhaps dwarves and allies, dwarves and you as a dragon could be allies again to help rebuild this community.
Two
protect each
freaking
other
dwarves,
mutually.
dude.
Unfortunately, I'm going back to sleep, and I don't know when I will wake up again. I'm very old, and I don't have much time.
Do you
when
have any children?
They left long ago.
But if we see them, we will pass on that you love them.
I don't know, dragons work that way.
I mean, I would
That's love's a bit of a strong word, but let them know that Moglin still sleeps beneath the mountain.
I will do that, sir. Does he get anything? Not that I care.
I thank you for your help.
All right, that's it.
I will pray to my God that he rewards you in your sleep.
Wow.
Great. All right.
How about I leave the elaborate shield behind and the
Oh, wow.
elaborate armor behind?
Why would you do that?
What is wrong with you?
It didn't fit the dragon.
He's going
I
back
mean, it's
to
treasure.
sleep.
It's still considered treasure, right? If it's that elaborate, right?
It's not that valuable
It's far more valuable to you
on your body.
than it is to a sleeping dragon.
You've got no armor.
No, what is his appraisal? Is this something flashy enough
Oh
that
my
he would like
gosh.
in his?
You're gonna leave that behind?
Yeah, is this
Make a
flashy?
charisma roll.
That's really dumb. You're really
Yeah,
dumb.
You have
Such
no
an
armor
idiot.
now.
You're just naked. You just strip in front of
I got
us.
my gambus on.
What an idiot! You know who gave you?
8, 9,
Do you
10.
know who gave you that
10?
armor?
10.
All right, he gives you better armor from his horde,
Oh.
but it doesn't have the symbol of your god on it. But it is a form of plate mail.
Plate, not full plate, but plate mail.
Yeah, it's full plate.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
full
yeah.
plate.
That's
fine.
And yeah, it's carved with like dwarven symbols, and it's the helmet is shaped like a dragon.
Okay. All right. So we exchanged it for that. He doesn't want the shield, I take it. Right.
No, he's taking the shield.
Oh, he's taking the shield.
Yeah.
Okay.
He gives you this instead. You now no longer have a shield.
Okay.
But you do
So
like
your
dragon
armor class
helmet.
is 3.
Cool.
Yeah.
No shield. Okay.
But once again, you feel like there might be some magical element to this armor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all right. Good to know.
And yeah, I think that's the adventure.
Although-
except for a few things that need to be cleared up, which are what?
Well, once we're away from here, I want to use my enchanter ability to have some time and safety with a magic item and ask the GM what it does around the dagger and the mail.
Yeah, well, we'll do that next time because.
Well, I will say before you all
Yeah,
wander
we'll do
off,
next
because
time.
I'm going to hang out and watch the
Yeah,
dragons.
you get to
while
hang out
we
with the
sleep.
dragons
Yes.
for
But
an
before
hour.
you
Yeah.
leave, I am going to say, that was pretty cool when you turned into a dragon. That was.
I know you've wanted to for some time.
Well, no, that's not. I'm not saying I'm jealous. I'm just like I sort of thought you were useless, and it seems you have at least one use. So,
It's a compliment.
I just want you to know that I thought that it was. I don't. It's very difficult for me to respect people.
Other than me.
And,
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, you're good. But you're also. It doesn't matter. So good on you.
well, thank you, fellow elf.
Right.
Felf. For sure. For sure.
Fellow.
Yeah, no, I mean
I-
elves are people too. That's
I understand.
Yeah.
I
especially elves.
appreciate
They're
that
the
you
worst.
find me slightly above useless.
I might say.
I will take that for now. I will take that. It is an improvement over how you have felt about me, and I will take a positive improvement.
I might go so far as calling you useful. I did not think your personality has benefited from this, but you have use. At the end of the day, you're still an
Small
elf
victories.
who practices high magic.
Small victories. I'm just gonna.
As we're walking away, I just casually say that I think it's good that he has the armor and the shield, and maybe that will make him appreciate the power of my god.
Oh my
It-
gosh.
The present, the gift from my temple, I have now given to him.
I'm crying for another reason now.
What? What reason?
Your stupidity.
What? What stupidity?
It's just annoying. I don't know why.
Also, Hillcrest, you feel a tiny whisper inside of you, and you're not sure what it is.
Is it adorable?
Is it a nice? What do they say?
Great. So this is the end of the session. So did anyone feel like they resolved a bond? Someone maybe got one in there at the very
Just
end.
at
Of
the
the
very,
bond being
very end there,
resolved.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are we
well,
gonna, wait, should we say goodbye first before we do this stuff? Or?
no, we should do this. No, this is all part of the
Okay,
game.
okay,
We're going to
okay,
do this
okay.
first, then we'll say goodbye. Yeah. So you got a bond resolved. Yeah.
I did. Because prior to this, my bond with Inderad was that he smells more like prey than a hunter. And he happened to turn into my favorite thing. So that was kind of cool.
Great. Yeah. So that bond is
Did
resolved.
that-
So you
did
get an
that,
experience point for that.
Instill some.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And you'll get to create a new bond. We'll do that at the beginning of next session.
We're this
So
part.
anyone else? Bonds
No, no.
resolved? Anyone else? Resolved? Bonds resolved?
I don't think I did.
I mean,
No.
did we run a? We kind of tried to run a con.
Nah, I don't think so.
I tried to get it, so it never worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wouldn't.
Any flags? Any flags that got hit?
Yeah, someone asked me to examine an important object.
Okay, so
Even
that's
though it was
a point for
me.
you.
Point for you.
Yeah. What else?
I pointed out something that someone could steal that they may have missed, the dagger.
Oh
And
yeah,
the
that
first
Which was a
half,
yeah,
flag.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I get one for
So you get a
that.
point for that. Yeah. Great. So any other flags? That's it, right?
Did I trust him
oh,
with the secret? No. I guess
He
not.
pointed out civilization stuff so I could mock it, just for the purpose of me mocking it.
Yeah, I know. I felt like that was all right. I'll give it to you, but I do feel like that's. Oh wait, you already did one flag though. You can only do one flag
No,
per
no, no,
session.
no. I checked his flag, and then he checked mine. Because I pointed out a
Yeah,
thing.
but I checked her flag, so
Yeah.
I can only check one
You
flag.
can only check one. Yeah.
Oh, you checked.
Yeah.
Jill, oh.
Yeah,
oh.
yeah.
Oh, right. So you get that back on a technicality.
I only get
That's
one.
all I care about is following the rules to a stickler amount. That's all I care about.
That's what he seems like.
Great. So check your alignment. Did you do your alignment thing?
Yes, I did. Boom.
Discover
did-
something about a magical mystery.
Did I deny
Yeah.
mercy? Did I deny mercy to a criminal or unbeliever?
I didn't see it.
Don't
It
think so.
happened.
No one really asked for mercy. So
Do I get a
yeah.
point for fulfilling
Oh!
the quest?
You did. Well, does it count when you, like, hammered that dwarf into the ground and then kept hammering him?
That was pretty merciless. You can have a point for that. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah,
alright.
you don't get a point for fulfilling your quest. No.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Because some of it remained.
Well, no. You just don't get a point for it.
Alright.
Jill, what's your alignment?
Shift danger or blame from yourself to someone else.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
No.
Like someone she called a demon and then, like, brought it to the dragon. She shifted danger.
Yeah, but not blame.
It's a danger
But it
or
say
blame.
shift
Oh, it's a
danger.
picture. Oh.
You definitely shifted. Yeah, you shifted danger to someone else. Yeah, sure. You can have a point for that. All right. Did you learn something new and important about the world? Yes.
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 Did you overcome a notable monster or enemy? Yes. Did you loot a memorable treasure? Yes.
Yes. So all those
Wow.
lead up to
Yeah.
the experience points.
Yeah, those are each 1 point.
So that was 3?
Yeah.
I got 6.
Great.
Five.
So that is. There's 2 demons left, though, supposedly out there.
2 or 3?
Yeah. Or 3.
Well, there's 2 demons out there. There's 1 demon in here.
There is no.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is that is our session for today. I just want to once again thank QueueTimes for letting us be here.
Thank you,
QueueTimes!
QueueTimes. So really quickly, go around and say your names.
Andrew.
Ash!
Joseph.
Jill.
Mike!
We are the Unreliable Narrators. Thank you.
Yes.
Hearts, 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 hearts.